We're good.
All right, good morning. Good morning. Busy week ahead. Busy few weeks ahead. Jesus Christ. A lot going on. Busy show today. I think. Why does this room look different? TV usually there? No?
Oh, yeah, we're setting up for something. Yeah.
For Wednesday.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, we can kick off there if you want. The big debate between Polar and Montante is Wednesday night. What time does that start?
I believe like we're saying 5:40-ish because the actual debate will be 6 p.m.
Okay.
Do a little pre-show for 20 minutes or so, and then we'll do a post-show following.
Okay, good. So, all right. I'll be moderating the debate. There'll be lots of Minifan stuff I suspect is interspersed during it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not really sure what the debate's about, really, but who cares? I'm in for it.
This nation.
Yes, right. One's representing one side and one's representing the other. And tough disadvantage for Polar because it's going to be middle of the night there?
Midnight.
6 o'clock, midnight.
Yes.
That is tough.
6 o'clock Wednesday.
Yep.
On this network.
Some would say a little rushed, but we're trying to.
Some would
help out.
definitely say a little rushed.
Yes, we're trying to help out.
I know I
Polar.
did. But Polar's going to be. He couldn't do it when he's in the States.
I think he's embarrassed by the show. Is what I think.
What do you mean?
Well, he didn't want to do it in front of his friends. He's going on vacation.
Oh.
His friends are there, and he doesn't want to say I'm debating Michael Montante to his friends.
It sounds like he's having
I suppose I could see that.
Yeah.
He's having what?
he's having a week-long 50th birthday celebration.
That's nice.
Really?
That's what he said he's going to be in Florida for.
Oh.
So
Well, maybe he's gay. With like guys?
I don't know.
Guys trip.
Oh, that sounds so awful.
Boys' Day.
Isn't that terrible?
I don't know. Does he play golf? Like
A week?
I guess
a
it
long
depends what
time.
they're doing. Yeah, if they're on a golf trip or something. If he's coming from,
For a week in Florida? A golf trip? Those lousy, flat, boring courses? It's not like you're going to Ireland.
if he's coming from Sweden, though, you do have to make it worth it. A trip out here, stay for a few days.
I don't know. No. That sounds awful.
I'm trying to think of reasons.
Look, I'm a moderator. I got to stay out of this. I can't weigh in on either person.
Well, you could be critical of both candidates, I guess. No, if you're equally,
I can't be critical of Montante. I don't even know how I could be. Where would you start?
That's fair.
I don't think that's possible. So, as a registered libertarian, I think I'm the right guy to moderate this debate. I'm down the middle.
Yeah.
But all the Minifan galaxy of stars will be playing some role in this, right, guys?
Definitely.
All right, good.
Yep, plenty of them.
Definitely won't stink.
And Montante has definitely been prepping for it. You can see with some of these videos he's been putting out lately. He's certainly
My
trying
Montante
to-
takeaway is: does he wax the middle of his? Does he wax off his unibrow? For a guy who doesn't seem that concerned about his look, he's got a tremendous amount of hair, but he's very smooth in the middle. I noticed.
Interesting.
Oh yes, that
Yeah,
is.
you see that?
Yes, that's not natural.
Right.
There'd be a couple hairs.
That's
here.
odd that Montante would do that. He's
Because of
he's
the lines.
disgusting.
The lines
That's
right there.
normal, though. You don't want a unibrow. That makes sense.
But he's a pig, though. Look at him physically. He doesn't care about anything. Why does he worry about his weight instead of his fucking unibrow?
Does he line up his beard at all? Anything like that?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's just like
probably all the
it's like
same
everything
process.
else with him.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, all right. So we'll get to so that's Wednesday night on this network, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, 5:40 start. Always a good time to start at 5:40. Not sure why we're doing that, but okay, we'll call 5:30.
Well, he
How's that?
said 6. He had to do 6.
Who's he?
Greg Polar.
Okay, what's fair? It's late there. 5:30. We'll kick things off.
Yep.
Then the debate starts at 6, and then some wrap up after. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not making any predictions who's going to win, who's going to lose. I don't know.
Do you think the networks have things ready for like Thursday morning where it's like, here's where we were polling yesterday, and then like everything's flipped?
Yes. Oh, definitely. I'm sure they have a lot ready for this.
Good.
So the boys are here. Mike is here, and Joe. Is that right?
Correct. Yep.
Joe, how are you? Speaking of the mic, my friend.
Sorry.
It's okay. How you doing?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Coming in from Western Mass. Forgot how bad the traffic was out in the...
Oh boy.
Yeah. Joe almost bailed on us. He was that.
Joe's very
nervous.
nervous.
Yeah.
What are you so nervous about?
He's being a sissy.
You induce a lot of...
This is the guy. This is the guy by the way. Colleen saw Justin. Colleen's like, let's make sure Joe's a big part of the debate too. Do you remember that in the text the other day?
Whoa, I didn't
guy's-
say that. No,
He's
true or
gonna take
false,
down
Justin.
Steve
Hold
Robinson.
on.
True or false,
That is not
Justin?
true.
True or false?
We need
liar.
I'll read the
Such a
text
liar.
right now.
Oh,
I'll read
Mick
the
was
text
right.
right now.
Mick was right.
Why don't you stop with these 9-hour fucking sessions with that cunt Nurse Kim
she's
and
lovely.
fucking pay attention to this show
are
once
you
in a
talking
while.
about? I said
with
exactly.
with his stupid. He's like, oh, we'll have Joe the liberal be the big
Hold
co-host.
on. I said-
not a personal Joe. He seemed like a nice guy, but we don't know anything.
He said
Great
Joe's
guy.
going to go at Steve. That's what he told me this morning.
Is that right?
Joe's like the counter to Steve
Hold on.
Robinson.
Didn't I say this last week? I wanted Joe to come on. He was going to pitch himself to be the liberal on the debate. We just had no idea at the time that the debate was going to be 2 days after his original appearance, which is right now. That's all.
I'm looking.
We also don't have other liberals. In the
Pre and
audience.
post would be the same people, right? Would you want someone outside of Justin and I to host that? I figured C would be an analyst, a guy coming in studio Monday wanted to be the liberal. Yeah.
The guy who's coming in
Right.
studio
I know, but
wanted
there's no
to be the
backup plan.
liberal.
There's no backup plan.
You don't have a lot of liberals that listen to you, unfortunately.
That's
I did say, do you want to bring in other people?
The guy who transitioned. What's his name?
Tony Cass.
Tony Cass.
Oh, I don't. He transitioned.
I think so. No, did he not?
He
I
could
don't
be
know.
back. Yeah, I mean, if Joe, we can reach out to him. Yeah,
I mean, Joe's a fire crew. Don't get me wrong.
Joe's already
Joe is.
Joe's a
pre-show you.
I want a
pre-show
Joe
you,
and Charles show where they just the two of them do a show on the network. Is that your
Pre-show
son,
you,
Joe?
What's that?
Is that your son sitting in there? I saw.
No, he's a
What the fuck are you laughing at? I don't know. I saw some guy. How old are you?
47.
You're 3 years younger than me? Do
Yeah.
you believe that? Is that believable? I can handle the truth. Is that true?
It's true.
Is it? That's believable.
Got a 7-year-old. Yeah.
You're 47?
Yeah.
I would have guessed you were 70.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
I
Who's
couple days.
over there, Joe? Who's in
That's
there?
my friend Paul from. We came in from Western Mass. He's a big Minute fan.
How was the traffic? It's tough.
Delightful.
Yeah, tough. Yeah. It's tough. I'll tell you what, you get 2 Western Mass drips that I'm looking at right now. Just
Drag me in.
just
The king of Western Mass.
just that. Oh my, where in Western Mass are you from?
I live
Not
in
a tough
Western-
question, Joe. Not to tell you. I saw you.
How are you going to debate Steve Robinson if you can't answer where the fuck you're from,
That's
Joe?
the thing is, Dave saw this guy as like an equal to Steve. Like he's gonna
He
go.
was
at
so
Steve.
passionate. He said he's like run campaigns. He's super political. All this stuff. He was making a great pitch.
You're a big liberal.
I'm just warming up. Well, I grew up here.
You grew up in.
I grew up in the eastern part of the state.
Okay, where's that?
I grew up in Foxborough,
Okay.
and then I went in the service for 8 years. I worked,
Oh, thank you.
and then
Wish you had stayed.
I worked for Senator Kerry. And then I did that.
John Forbes Kerry.
Correct.
Yes.
And then
Yeah. Teresa. Yeah.
so I did that for about 5-6 years, where I did.
How are you 47?
Well, I'll get to that point.
Oh, were you frozen at some point or something?
I got a lot of miles on this. Body.
Okay, go ahead.
Funny you should ask.
This guy,
So
by
I
the way,
went-
will be part of the thing I wanted today. I'm serious. Yeah, go ahead.
So I did the Iraq and
You're
Afghanistan stuff.
Drug
and,
addict, right? At some point?
Close.
Yeah.
Booze.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah. I know that look. I've seen that look many times.
So I worked for there, and then I did an event with Obama. I wound up the night before. It was until like 5 o'clock.
You're still
in the morning
drinking to this,
No, I've been
even
sober
today.
now.
No? Okay. For how long?
2 years.
2 years. Congratulations. That's great.
And then I wound up, did a little, not a Patrick Pass, brief stint at mental health, but I wound up going to the VA.
Patrick Ford?
Patrick Pass, or, yeah. What? Yeah, Ford, whatever.
okay.
I'm getting his Twitter handle confused.
Too often confused.
I don't think it's
yes.
Patrick Pass.
Definitely not. Didn't play for the Patriots. I know that.
There was a Patrick Ford, Patrick Pass.
Incident.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, because that fake
Patrick
account.
Ford believed
Yes.
it was.
Yep. See, I got you. I'm following you. I'm following you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I wound up doing like 45 days inpatient.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed out in Western Mass. I worked for the VA, Department of
Yeah, yeah.
Agriculture.
Yeah.
And that's how I wound up being out in Western Mass.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna retire now. I think I've done it all. What else can I say at this point, Justin?
Nothing.
I like the guy, so I don't know.
I like a guy that's in rehab and just walks out and he's like, I guess I'll just stay here.
Yeah. So Kevin Mailer's brother did. We interviewed him, Raymond Mailer. Sweet guy, honestly, very nice guy. Steve and I were in the middle of nowhere, upstate New York. I forget the name of the town, and we found him. And talked to him for a while. And oh god, it was like not far from. It was like Buffalo was like the closest big city, and he was like, yeah, he's like he worked for. He was like a carny. He's like, yeah, he's like I did. He's like 28 years ago. The carny came to this little town. He's like, I got the flu, so I stuck around for a couple of weeks, and like I just kind of liked it here. It's like, oh, all right.
I like that.
The date of that, by the way, January 6th, 2021.
Wow.
I remember driving back and with Steve in front of me and calling and be like, can you believe this is happening? And he's like, what are you talking about? You didn't even know. I was like,
I was supposed to be
this
there.
should be your whole life. You didn't even get it. So there you go. And you're not a fan of former president and McDonald's employee Donald Trump.
I kind of agree with what Howard Stern said, actually. I don't really mind Trump.
You mind the
per
Trump
se.
people.
It's the people.
Mike
like
Montantes.
you. Like-
I'm a Trump person?
Aren't you going to vote for him?
I don't know yet. It's hard. It's hard to pull the trigger on either one of these idiots. It's just tough. I mean, Kamala was a moron, right?
I agree. It's not so much the people that are in the office.
See, I'm warming them up, Mike. See what's going on?
Here we
here?
go,
See?
Joe. Here we go.
See, Dave?
Come
See, you
on,
like
Joe.
this?
This is
Justin?
great.
Good.
Yeah.
Like
What's his
you
name over there?
Paul.
Paul, you know what I'm talking about? Hell yeah, he does. Go ahead. Military guy?
Where is he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, yes, sir is a military answer. Mike, he's right next to you.
Which room is he?
Mike, he's right behind you.
like you said about the movies. I think people need to make sense. It's people that are going voting against their own best interests, chopping off their nose despite their
Movies.
faces, what drives me insane. I believe when you were talking about movies, you said it doesn't make sense. You need a movie to make sense to you.
Oh, well, that was a long way to get there. But okay, I get your point.
And these people that are seeing, thinking meteorologists are controlling. Sorry, Mike.
It's all good.
Controlling the weather.
It's very affectionate. Meteorologists controlling the weather. What are you talking about?
These people that are believing stuff on the news that the government's controlling
Yeah, I got you.
hurricanes.
Yeah.
And then they're hijacking FEMA employees that are there to help because they're believing stuff that Trump did. And these poor bastards don't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
Save some of this for Steve.
Liberal cuck.
Steve. Yeah.
Huh? You don't like Steve?
No, he's just part, he's
It's part of the problem.
he is part of the
Yeah,
problem.
he is part of it. Believe me, you are. You believe me.
And not one person's ever stood up to him. Like all these guys, he's bullied. I don't know if he was bullied when he was a kid, but he's mean. He's arrogant.
Yep. It's true.
And
Yeah. You don't like him, huh?
no, I don't like him.
What are your thoughts on triad weed?
But Steve wants to chase around a bunch of 80-year-old pimped out Chinese women carrying
He's
a
got
gun.
it.
Hey,
You're prepping him. This
That
is
one
good.
back. That right there. This is good.
Am I a hero?
I like this guy.
gun-toting like nut jobs that were 2001
Oh,
when
we're
any
still
one
going.
of them
Right.
could have joined the military and actually shot a gun for real or
Oh.
nowhere to be found.
Right.
But then they want to,
Steve's
walk
one of those
around.
guys, he's never spent a day in the military. He's like Jerry. These guys act like they're, guys like you and Paul have served the country.
Yeah.
Jerry, who's made a career in Massachusetts, done nothing but bash Massachusetts. I used to call EI and be like, if you don't like Massachusetts, then get the fuck out.
Oh, you said that.
nobody's
That was on
keeping
the
it.
air, though.
They might have bleeped the
It was
F
on my
word
show
out.
you said this?
Yeah, I used to call because I never
Is when you
understood
were
why
drinking?
people- Could have been.
Yeah. I remember
Just talking to
that.
someone.
Well, good. All right. I like Joe. Joe, you got to talk right to that mic, though. Am I wrong, Dave, or no?
Definitely.
A little
Yeah,
louder.
The more
that's
you
all.
can.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, buddy. So a lot to get to. I'm willing to start wherever you guys want to start because we have plenty to get to on this Paul Monday.
Yeah. Well,
Joe? What's his name? Paul or Joe?
He's
Who's Paul?
Joe.
I'm
That's
Joe.
Paul.
yeah, he's Joe.
I thought you were celebrating Paul, which I kind
It
of
is a Paul.
I like
Monday.
that
It's
idea.
a Paul Monday. It is always a Paul. I want Paul to come every Monday and just sit in there. What's your favorite band?
Don't put him in that.
Got to answer. I know. We're
You
on the-
too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
What's wrong with them?
You too? As favorite band?
Yeah, nobody thinks that, Dave.
I don't know. I don't know.
That little underground band.
Typical liberal cuck answer. You know?
Oh, yeah, homo answer. It's like a real guy like Kid Rock. Ted Nugent.
Damn straight.
You
James Taylor. I'm a
Jason
James
Aldean.
Taylor guy.
Yeah.
That's my liberal answer.
So you don't like rock, really?
I like country. I like
I mean, you two is,
Fleetwood Mac.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing again. I like all those groups, but like it's more of a laid back style.
Yeah.
You don't like,
Joe's a
you
laid back guy.
don't like Bruce.
I do like Bruce.
He's one of your guys.
I do like Bruce, but I don't know enough about him that I didn't want to mention it.
Okay, good. I appreciate that. It's the right thing to do. Classy thing to do. All right, Mike.
Didn't want to start a whole thing.
No, yeah, we can't have that. Where do you guys want to start?
And boom.
Now, if they released this instead of Joker 2 and called it Joker 2, it'd be way more successful. I only made it through 4 minutes, not because I didn't like it, but my phone thing, it acted up. It just started spinning on Mick's. This happens with Mick's thing, and oddly with Montante's too. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Well, so I couldn't listen to it because it's not up on Spotify. I tried to go to Apple and I need to like make an account.
Really?
It's very
yeah,
annoying.
same. I had a weird experience. It like crashed the thing, so I just wanted to listen to another podcast. It worked fine. I tried again in the car, but it wouldn't work.
don't
Or the
know.
first 4 minutes he did he kept going over and over. I was addicted to doing podcasts. And I was like, you've done one in like a year. But yeah, he's addicted to it. So how was it?
I thought it was good. Justin hated it, but I thought
You
it was
hated
good.
it, Justin.
Yeah.
I didn't say. I said we had to find out
Justin's
any-
been very dismissive of it.
What do we know that we didn't know?
nothing. No, about Mick.
Yeah. Yes, Justin.
he-
Only health stuff. Only health stuff, which is
really?
actually kind of wild.
Lost half his blood.
Really?
He said,
I did not realize that I had lost half of my blood.
I could have told
And
him. He was
when
like
they had
so
realized-
pale. Like I could have told him that. He looked dead. He looked dead last time. Did you talk about when he was in here at all or no?
He did.
Talk
he
about the
just said
show?
He just said he had a breakdown. Yeah,
Yeah.
he talked about the show with Justin and stuff like that.
We talk about the trip.
You talk about the trip.
What did he say? Anything new or no?
No, we talked about the text message.
I saw people tweet that they now know Justin is racist after hearing this show.
Yes.
Is that true? Is something new said or no?
No.
Are you saying that just because or no?
He said that it was a joke, and then I took it too seriously. And
Oh, well, that's probably true. But yeah, go ahead.
Justin sent me a text message that I felt was a little demanding about where we're going to breakfast.
Oh man,
Okay. Do you think I'm actually like ruined
that's such a
over
Mick
it?
move.
No. But the way it was phrased was, this is what we're doing. Get in the car. Shut up. Is the vibe I have.
That is what a cuck I am. I just take it. He texts
you
me the
just
same
go
thing,
along.
and I'm just like, okay,
Yes, sir.
We'll get Starbucks.
Just put your food on the floor. You eat it. He runs a tight ship. Oh, jeez. I love
Again,
Mick.
makes
Do
me
we
a
think
little
Mick's okay, like mentally?
I saw tweets that people were like, "This is an example of why he's not."
I gotta listen
okay.
to it later. It just wouldn't work for
I
me.
thought he was totally fine in this.
Do you agree, Justin, or no?
I think he's in a better spot now.
Good.
But I don't think he wants to backtrack and say that his freak out a couple months ago was on him. So he's
Right.
sticking to his guns.
Right.
And saying that the girlfriend thing was way over the line.
Right.
And the text message about breakfast was
Well,
the
sure.
last
That was
straw.
that was.
No, it felt like he wanted to be in control of the situation. I just think the guy enjoys telling people what to do.
There is truth in that.
Absolutely not.
There is truth in that, Mike. Justin likes to be in charge of certain things. I mean, just going back to
guess
that
so.
wing place the second time to me is a.
That's the only time I've ever had that. Everything else that Justin kind of takes
Obviously, with
charge
me, he's
of.
not going to do that. But I could see him like with.
The only other things Justin takes charge of with me, I couldn't do anyways. So I don't.
That's
I don't
true.
know for sure. You know.
That's true.
I think it's a Justin tone issue but it's not like he's not really a demanding person, but
No.
he can sound that way.
Yes, he comes off
hard
as
to
a
read.
rude guy.
He's hard to read.
You
Yeah,
never
'cause
know.
He's so right. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm glad Mick's back. I hope he's okay. You know, I always say he's welcome here anytime, but if he feels uncomfortable, don't do it. Do whatever makes you feel best. That's all I would say. But I hope Mick's doing well.
I think he gave Justin 50% of why he did not take the job was Justin.
What was the other
The other
part?
50% was blood.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, it was just him and health and all that stuff.
Well, he said it was you, but he didn't want to.
It was me.
Yes.
Really? What did I do?
We'll find out.
He's critical of me, Justin?
He said that 50% of why he took the job was because of me, and then the other 50% was he didn't want to tell you.
That I didn't want to take the job. That is very true. And that's probably the only thing I regret during all of this is how I went about all of that. I sent a tweet. It's very, very just an asshole thing to do. I'm not even going to say unprofessional. I think it's an asshole thing to do. Because ultimately, when you take a step back and look at it, somebody is offering you a job, offering you employment on a platform that they built from the ground up. Now, you don't have to take the job, but you owe them at least a phone call or a text to say, hey, this is what it is. I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity, but I'm going to have to say, no. I didn't do that. I stupidly sent a tweet saying, I am out of the producer search or producer running, whatever. Thank you for the opportunity, but if Kirk said, you don't want to be there, then don't be there. Something along the lines of that. I forget what the
Okay,
exact...
well, whatever. He was going through stuff physically. Whatever. I like Mick. I feel bad. He's also clearly has issues. Like, I hope he's okay. I'm not. That's a classy thing to do. Justin would never do that. So,
Of course not.
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'm glad Mick's okay. If Mick wants to come in here, great. If it makes him feel uncomfortable, don't do it. That's how I would say to Mick going forward. So he's always welcome here. Always has a place here.
Maybe
Right,
Justin's
Justin?
next vacation day.
Is that right, Justin, or no?
Of course he's.
Yes.
I've never demanded anyone can't come in here.
Thank you, Justin.
Lick my balls, you fucking racist.
You're just not laughing at all. You have no humor when it comes to
No.
Mick, do you?
No, I don't.
Dave said before the
You
show.
don't know why that's
Justin-
funny? That's just
I do understand it's funny. I can say that's funny, but it's
like
like,
you were listening to the show and you were never part of the show, and you know what I'm saying? That was
that's
you,
funny,
you-
and I can accept that. But like,
Thank you.
It's a
funny.
me problem.
It's really funny.
Why don't you move on past it? Clearly, there's a flawed person physically. Obviously, went through some mental stuff. Have a little empathy for him.
Yeah, I do.
It doesn't feel like you do.
I do have some empathy for it, but if he has no empathy for me,
Well,
why
but
should I show it back?
be the bigger man.
But that's not. Sometimes you get sick of being the bigger man.
It's not something you're really burdened with that much, honestly. Physically, yes, but not like emotionally. There's a lot of people you have to be a bigger man for in your life.
Yeah.
Who else?
It's always like, well, just forgive them.
Your skin looks good today, by
Connor
the
stealing
way.
his Mountain Dew.
Your skin looks better. No,
Here we go.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, you got one patch there.
Actually, it does look better. No.
Oh,
Oh.
He's revealing more.
he took off the patch.
Oh my God! I didn't realize he had the patch on. Jesus, put that
You
back
put
on.
makeup over the patch?
It's not makeup. It's just
okay.
a patch.
You put makeup on?
It blended
No,
pretty
I-
well.
Put on makeup. I just put on the patches.
Okay. Well, I'll say this about Mick. Mick's obviously got issues, but you kind of know what he is in some ways. And I guess I feel that way about. I usually have a pretty good read in people. Like other producers in the past, who I told everyone once they would leave here would be crawling back to New York, and turned out to be 1,000% correct. For how many months at Coleman? And by the way, I had no problem with it. But for how many months at Coleman was like, no, it's the only show I care about. It's the only show I like. I would never leave for this show. I would never leave for that. I know you like him, Justin, so maybe you'll defend it. But how many times did he say that?
It was 10 months. However long he was here.
Yeah. Every show?
Every show.
Every show. I love this show. No, I wouldn't go back to New York. They treat me like shit. They got rid of me. Oh, no, Keegs. And then he crawls back to New York this weekend. I mean, I guess we have a lot to cover when it comes to that as well. But crawls back to New York to do this Yankee stream. And it's just like, you remember why he's just the most unlikable person around.
So was that Tommy's idea?
Yeah. He just has the most punchable. That Coleman face is the most punchable face in the world. Yeah, that one where he's like acting sad, or he's acting like tough, and it's like you didn't even work at the company.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I didn't. It was a lot of visual stuff. It seemed like
Yeah,
I wanted some
yeah.
good Coleman quotes. Like,
Yeah.
what's a sack fly or something.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That even like Tate didn't even kill Coleman for that. It was weird. Like Tate, it's like he almost didn't know who he was. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
I believe that Tate had no idea. Like I think like
Didn't Coleman book Tate? Didn't we have him on once?
he came on. Yeah.
On the unnamed show.
He was on the air once because he about the deleting his things or something. Remember? We called him to the show.
Okay.
Yes, but like that's such a small.
Very
thing.
minor interaction with Coleman.
I'm sure he knows. If he's on Twitter, I mean, he follows me. He follows the show. I'm sure he knows what Coleman is. I
Yeah,
think.
with the basketball stuff, you would have to know.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but it doesn't matter. He should have fought back. I don't really understand it. I don't really get.
Can't see it, but
He's got a tough guy look
he does
on.
this thing where he like stands there. He's like, yeah,
Yeah, he's doing that.
yeah.
And Coleman thinks it'll be this massive reveal when he walks in. Where everyone in the company's like, oh my God, he's back.
It was for me.
No.
Yeah, sure, for us, but yeah. I don't know. I couldn't really figure it out, but I'm sure he'll be part of the World Series stream because they won both games he was at, right?
True. Yep.
It's a guy who knows. I mean, we've gone over this a million times.
Had a brand new Yankee
Yeah.
hat on, brand new Yankee jersey.
Definitely stopped on the way there. Is by the way, enormous. I've never.
Gotten bigger.
Way bigger, don't you think?
He's the same size he was when he
I
left.
don't know, Dave. You see him or?
He looked the same size to me.
Yeah. He just looks like a beached whale.
Going to the gym every day, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's.
Got to change your diet.
Why don't you bring that energy the other day? He called the other day, one of the worst phone calls in show history.
Well, he was excited to be out.
Yeah, like step it up. But again, I've said this, and I don't mean this. People at the beginning were critical of Coleman because he was a Barstool guy first. From the start, I said, I'm going to judge him for that. That's who he is. My only issue is he was always, denied that. Like, clearly it's true. Like, he applied for a job there, he just said last week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is he doing?
I'm impressed by the energy of like after all the beatings he took for his lack of baseball knowledge, that he's still like, fuck yeah,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Our Yanks.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
That's impressive to me.
Unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, it was fine. But I also don't get the Tate of it all. So he was on Unnamed Thursday, and he's like one of these guys, he'll write like 7 blogs about you or talk about you. And now that I'm bringing up his name once, he'll respond and be like, oh, I'm in your head. He'll do that thing. It's like, okay, I don't know. Gotcha. I don't know what to say. My only thing with Tate is Tate reminds me a lot of like the haters in our world, like the Sneakers, that crew, people not even I don't like them, but they never laugh. They never, like, they're so serious. And Tate is obsessed with not looking bad to the point where it's starting to hurt him. It'd be okay to be self-deprecating once in a while. The other night with that thing, he should have taken that champagne and just laughed about it. Because then later on, when New York's sensitive again, he can rule that over them and say, oh, you know what? Like, you guys are sensitive. When it was my turn to get it, I took it.
Right.
Easy. Like 101. But this guy's so worried. People in New York, like every break, every commercial, all he does is look at Reddit and look at Twitter comments and look at this and look at that. he's obsessed with that stuff. Like you got to move past that and like just worry about fucking around and like having a good time. But instead he thinks he's this like badass guy. And like the only time he's ever relevant is when he's battling with New York. So like maybe he should just move there. Maybe better for his career. I don't know. It also rots from the top of Chicago, like Dan and those guys. Like, you know, I went and did the yak that one time and I shitting those guys and that guy Mark Titus, by the way, is the biggest pussy alive. I remember that time he's like, we're just here to yak, man. But like when Tate's in New York, the Chicago guys love him bullying New York people. It's like, well, but if you go there and make fun of them, they act like a bunch of pussies. So like they want it both ways too. So it rots from the top down. But like, you know, I got nothing against it. I just don't really like him that much as a person, but like go for it. Go crazy.
He didn't come off super authentic, but at least he was kind of starting shit and just, I don't know.
It was fine. Yeah, I don't mind it, but it's
Nothing
like
else going
my
on.
thing is like you gotta take that champagne thing. It's a good moment for you as well. It's like a good moment.
Right.
Like he literally ran away. Like he ran down the hall.
Yeah.
That's where like that would have been fun. That's where those guys take sports a little too seriously, as if
Yes.
like they just lost.
Right.
It's like,
Well, you don't agree with that,
You
Dave?
guys can laugh.
I don't know.
about
It's
it.
kind of like, do I have to then play into your bit? Like, why does he have
All
to
he does
play?
is bits when he's there.
Yeah, but he's...
Guy brought an air horn into the
Yeah,
office.
like, what are you talking about? He had a fucking ear thing on. Like he was
Yeah,
ringing bells.
the air horn thing is a good
He's
rebuttal.
ringing
to that.
bells.
Yeah,
He's
the
like,
air horn thing is a good...
he's in the full baseball uniform.
Right,
the whole thing's a bit. Like
Right.
that whole stream is a bit.
Yeah.
Play along with, like I said, only so you can have in your holster. When they complain, which they'll do, they're sensitive too. So when their time comes, he can be like, well, I don't know. I played along. Why can't you fucking play along?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to be the contrarian for contrarian's sake, because then like, what's that on a regular Tuesday?
Right.
You know, like you always have to be like
Yeah.
the angry guy.
Yeah, and the
villain.
blog is, and then believe me, he'll be like, oh, Kirk, I guess Kirk's heavy. I'm like, believe me, Tate.
What was up with the Kirk is little like thing in the
5'3"?
blog? 5'3".
Oh yeah, what is that? Is that a joke about something?
I don't even remember that ever.
I think he must think you're shorter than you are.
How dare you say that? How dare he say that? 5'3" is much height.
Oh, maybe he's mixing you two
Could
up.
be mixing it up.
Could be.
That'd be great if he just
very hurtful.
tough talking to you because he thinks you're mud.
That's even more hurtful. I don't care. Actually, the only message I sent to him after his blog post was he does this. He did this with Kevin too. Is he wrote something about cancer and then he was like, I'm not even gonna go there in the thing. And I sent him a message. I was like, write whatever the fuck you want. I make fun of it. My parents like, oh, don't worry about it. He's like, actually, I was talking about your mental health. I was like, write about that too. Don't hold back on my account, Tate. I'll be fine. Because he did that about Kevin this weekend. I saw it too. He had a blog post about him. It was like, I'm not even gonna go there. It's like, well, when you're doing that, you're going there.
Yeah, and it's also people that don't know both sides are like, oh shit.
Right,
But anyone
right.
that knows is like, well, why wouldn't you?
I don't give a
They'll be
fuck.
fine with
Yeah,
it.
believe me, we don't care. Like, write whatever you want. But yeah, I mean, and so I was like, just do whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, so now he goes back to Chicago and is going to be irrelevant again until the next time something happens in New York, I guess. He'll be the guy, the sixth guy in those terrible Chaps videos where Chaps is like, oh, what's the most populous city in Missouri? And some 16-year-old TikToker is like, I don't know, Memphis? And he's like, look how stupid she is. Like, you know, Chap's a pervert. Hope he's not spreading his ALS all over the place.
Why is he playing? I saw something. There's like some series that's sponsored. It's like Chaps Golfs on Fridays.
Well, it's great sales staff. We'll get to them. They're top shelf.
That feels like a thing Riggs would be annoyed with.
I get a feeling it's probably not
Yeah.
a high. Yeah, but again, that's the Chicago office. They just dick around and whatever.
In fairness, that's something they do really well, which is golf.
What's that?
Golf
Who?
sales. Golf sales.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, Dave. Both sides are represented now in the conversation. Thank you. That we get the record that they do a great job
Well, I'm just
selling.
saying, like Chaps has a sold product.
Yeah,
And
but
the only
I
way
think
that's happening
Oh,
is
it's
golf.
because of Chaps.
Correct.
I think it's just right. It's golf and Barstool, and they're like, great. So, yeah, who cares who's doing it? But yeah, so whatever. But like, I hold, I didn't get the 5'3" thing, but I'm sure it's funny. I'm old, so I have no fucking idea. There was some girl at Barstool who was complaining about some airline flight or something.
Oh yeah, so is that the one dating Nikki Smokes or something?
Yeah, and I'm so old. I was like, is this a joke or is this? I have no fucking. Maybe it's a bit. I'm like, I am so fucking old at this point. I don't get anything. I don't know what's going on. But that'd be my advice to Tate. And like, my stock is down on Coleman. I just forgot how much I dislike Coleman's face.
Was it worse after seeing it? Because you knew that was happening in advance, I assume, right?
A couple hours before.
Yeah. But and you were you just like, okay, that's okay, not a big
I didn't
deal.
care. Yeah,
And
they
then
were
you
like,
saw it,
they're like, do you care? I was like, I don't give a shit if he's there. What do I? He doesn't work for me. Show up. I don't go with it.
Right.
But I just think he's like, again, like I thought it was pretty easy on Coleman at the end. Like he literally quit the job because he wanted to wake up in the morning. You know,
Right.
like he is a loser. Like I like the guy. No, I don't dislike him, but I mean, he is a loser, is he not?
What was that? Did you have a Salt Life clip where he was trying to explain it to them? or something?
Yeah.
I think besides being a loser, he's also an inconsiderate loser. What he did to Sellers was
A good point.
unforgivable.
That's a good point.
Ted had a funny response. Well, you tweeted something. He was like, "Or lunch."
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
From the Salt Life, chilling in Jersey. What does that mean? You wouldn't get it.
Is that Clemmer?
That's definitely Clemmer.
Yeah.
I don't know where, but
Was
he's-
Clemmer at the Yankees?
He has to be. That's a
Clemmer
Clemmer
loves
laugh.
it. He won't leave. He's there all day.
He's just there.
Loves it. Just loves it.
They made up too. Remember there was some beef when he left
There was?
between Coleman and Clemmer. Yeah, he like blamed Clemmer 2%.
Yeah. By the way,
Coleman
by the
and
way,
Jeff,
the people
yeah.
like
I mean,
who are-
Clemmer and Jeff.
the people who blame anybody, Coleman is 100% to blame for what he did. By the way, he was looking for a way out. We now know this. Like he was just looking for a way out. He didn't want to work. He wanted to move back and hang out with his family and live his life and go, stuff like this will happen once in a while. Good for him. If he's happy. If he's happier doing that than doing this, knock yourself out. It doesn't bother me.
I do wonder where we'd be if Justin broke into that apartment building.
It's true.
I've often
Things
thought
might
about
be
that.
different. Things definitely might be. What was your take on it, Justin, as a Coleman guy?
I'm happy to see him back. I like Coleman content. I think it's very funny when he's like celebrating that they're scoring a run and like he's out by a mile and everyone else knows it. I love the face. I love
I
Coleman.
mean, Tate should have fought back. This is Coleman. Like, what the fuck? Good.
But do you think Tate is like most people where I guess they talk like the Tommy stream and then Tommy probably talked about it in the Yankees
Well,
podcast?
that was the joke. Tom was like, we're bringing in a killer Yankees fan.
right.
Like,
So
that's,
Tate must know that, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Like, he could have easily, maybe he just doesn't know enough where he could just say, again, there were moments where Coleman, like, didn't know who Joe Torre was. Like, thought Lou Gehrig played in the 60s. Like, didn't know Mariano Rivera's number.
Ken Griffey Sr.
Ken Griffey Sr. Yeah, just crazy stuff. I think Tim Wakefield was one of the first guesses in the Jim Thome stream.
It was up there. Yeah, Wade Boggs was up there.
Yeah, I mean, he has no idea Wade Boggs played for the Yankees. None.
Oh, probably not.
No chance.
Yeah, probably not.
He doesn't even know anybody in this Yankees team. No clue.
He likes the pants.
Yeah.
I like the outfits.
He had a brand new, like he literally had a brand new, the outfit was shining that he was wearing the other day.
And people were making fun that it was the pinstripe hat. Apparently that's like a pink hat for Yankees fans.
Oh, really?
Like it's like if you're wearing a pinstripe Yankees hat, you're like a fair weather. You think like, oh, I like the pinstripes, but no one actually wears that.
Right.
American League champion, New York Yankees.
Yes.
Damn straight.
I don't understand how he keeps landing on his feet like this, though. It's like
He's not working there, Joe. I mean,
he keeps winning people over somehow. I don't.
well, he's brought in as a joke. Like they brought him in, Tommy brought him in, he's like, oh, I'm a great Yankee fan. Because Tommy listens to the show a lot.
Tommy essentially said, I'm bringing in a moron.
Yeah.
Like, that was the point of it.
And then Coleman just like stepped up. It was just like in Tate's face the whole time. That was my thing. I was like, Tate, do you have any pride? Fight back at this loser. I was like, you're making me like Tate here. Don't do this. I felt like Jackie Mars start sending him jokes. Unbelievable. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see with Coleman. I'm sure Coleman's definitely angling for a job.
Oh, well, I mean,
said
he
he
applied
They
for
applied already.
Yeah, he's not getting that. Yeah, I can't imagine. Maybe he will. They don't talk. They don't know about
That's
us.
the thing. Dave isn't
No.
leaning over their shoulder.
No,
you
God,
know?
Didn't it end did it end bad with Dave and Coleman on the unnamed?
Yes. Yes.
Something
Kinda.
happened.
No.
Well, Dave said he was going to write a hit piece and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
right, because of all the old tweets.
but not like nothing like bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. If he applies for some job, not like Dave's gonna know about it. Maybe somebody looking at it won't even know he worked for me. I don't know. Who knows that company?
Right. But they need a lot of those guys too, in fairness.
What guys?
Like the video guys.
Production guys.
The video producer.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yeah.
That's where he wants to be. That's the thing. I mean, like, that's my only issue with him. It's
No, I don't think that. I think he wants to be what he did this weekend, but he is a video producer.
just- yeah, but I'm saying he didn't want to be here.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all. He should just admit it. It never. We all knew it was true. That's the weird thing about him. But
He likes
Whatever.
the clout.
right as always, Joe. Joe just comes in with that. Right as rain.
I actually don't think that's right.
That's probably should be your strategy.
Do you really want to get into it? What's that?
That should be your strategy against Steve. Just like one quick comment. Just don't elaborate.
When Steve thinks it's over. Just
Bam. Quick right. But yeah, what else?
You want to play this the sales guy Ryan McDermott, I believe, from
Okay,
Barcelona.
Justin,
yeah, so who is this guy?
Justin and Dave defending this guy.
We didn't defend him.
really?
I swear to God, I almost fired them both this
We didn't defend him. I wasn't on that call.
Who texted me that? Justin?
I called you.
Yeah, called me. I almost fired him on the fucking phone.
What'd he say?
I think Justin could tell I was not interested in this bullshit during that phone conversation.
I did get that.
Yeah. Don't ever tell me. Don't ever call me and try and correct me about anything.
I didn't try to correct you.
Don't ever, ever, ever try and correct. I'm not fucking Bill Trudell. I'm not Bubba. Don't yell at me. Don't fucking slap me. I'm not Mick. I'm not Mike. Okay.
Understood.
You put a piece of bacon on the ground, Mike will crawl around and eat it. That's a different. You guys have a different
Whatever
relationship.
you say, boss. Well, I need nourishment.
Yeah, you guys have a different relationship with that. I want to see because I mean Mike might be so like maybe Mick's actually telling the truth and Mike is so beaten down.
Yeah.
It's like a victim thing, you know?
That could be.
Yeah. We're
Mick, Master Justin always treats us real nice.
If only there was hours and hours and hours of footage from that drive, and unfortunately it was never recorded. So what can you do, right?
That's right.
Mick, you got to try Taco Bell breakfast. I was resistant at first.
Mike's gonna start doing these bits. He's gonna become an honorary Trudell. I like the idea that you guys recorded that stuff during the drive on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
The switch goes off, you turn off, and Justin becomes a fucking monster. Just fucking takes a baseball bat, just bashes Mike in the head, spits on Mick, rapes Mick in the backseat.
Did I see you roll your eyes, boy?
Start bleeding, Mick. Start bleeding. I want half that blood gone. Who is this guy?
Ryan McDermott.
Ryan McDermott. All right. He's on with...
We've never interacted with him before or anything?
I haven't. Maybe you guys have. I don't know.
No. I couldn't remember if it's a name that came up on the show.
Classic Barstool 101, though. Goes on with an enemy, right?
That's right.
Guy who hates me,
Hates the
Eddie.
show.
So
Yep.
he goes on with Eddie, who I'm always very friendly to, but, you know, Eddie gets a chance to kill me, he'll do it. Ryan McDermott, the VP of sales at Barstool. That's his title, right?
Yep.
The vice president of sales. Loser.
It's pretty good.
What does that even mean?
He reports to the president only.
Well, I thought this president, who's too busy running away from Tate, I thought this president said there was going to be no titles. You at that press? Were you there when he took the company back? He's like, yeah, we're done with titles.
Yep.
This is a senior vice president of sales at Barstool, which means what? What does that mean?
He has underlings that also sell.
Right, other assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And we're just on to the next thing. And that's kind of been our mantra. You know, 2017 to 2021. Like,
first of all, like if I was Dave, sales, go sell. You know what I mean? I'm not cold calling fucking sale, you know, looking to sell stuff. Like he shouldn't be out doing content on the air. He should be fucking selling. Up in the morning till he goes to sleep at night. Your job is to sell, sell, sell. Let's say they just sit there and let fucking all these companies come flying in, and they never call out. They never call out. They always allow in. I hate salespeople. I hate them. That's the one thing I know I'm right about. Liars, thieves, cheats, whores. Peter Minahan. Salespeople. He's right. Right, Joe?
Correct.
Thank you, Joe. Go ahead.
Nice. Why was it?
Why was the support here finally this fucking studio?
Why was he on the podcast? What was Eddie doing? Like a sales related?
He
show?
tries to do like inside Barstool. Like this is an employee who works here. Get to know him a little bit. He tries to do that every now and then with other roles.
I have a list.
Interesting.
I have a notebook list of people I consider friends and not friends. I crossed Eddie off my friends list in my notebook.
Oh my God.
He's on my not friends list now.
Oh no.
Paul is a friend.
Well, sure.
One of my best friends. He's served America. He was shot.
Yeah.
Was he shot? Did you do the or no, Joe?
No.
Where did he serve?
Me or him?
Paul. Nobody cares about you, Joe. Paul.
I'm not 100% Iraq, I believe.
Paul, were you in Iraq? Yes, sir. How many duty? How many tours? I was in Iraq for 8 months. Were you shot at? Indirect fire.
Well, me too. You know.
It's
He's
true
a
in a way.
big, strong guy.
What's that?
He's a big, strong guy.
Were you shot at, Joe?
Yes.
Hit or no?
No, I didn't know.
No. You kill anybody?
I did not.
Shoot anybody?
Shot at people, yes.
Not a good shot though, huh, Joe.
We don't train
What
him
happened?
well.
I wasn't captured, though, so.
That's true. That's good. That's a good point.
That is true.
How hot
Salvageable.
was it? How hot was it there?
I think it got up to 130.
Jesus Christ, Dave. 130 degrees.
Yeah, but it's a dry heat.
That's true. He's in there bitching about his air conditioning. 130 degrees. Jesus. Did you respect a guy like Justin walking 4 miles the other day from house to house?
6.1.
6.1.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. How was Bubba when you got back?
He was watching the 5.
Sure.
Nice.
Really didn't give two shits.
It's a real American moment right there. They give you anything?
He said, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah, what you doing?" He's like, "I'm flipping back and forth between the 5, and I can't stand this asshole." I know Kamala came on or something.
Oh, is he be upset if Vice President Harris is elected?
Yeah, he'll be upset.
Yeah, nothing in his life will change, to be clear.
But he does that thing where it's like, I'm not upset for me. I'm upset for the future.
That's good.
Oh, that's classy.
That's thoughtful of him. Joe, thoughts?
I just don't get it.
Do you think that, forgetting your dislike for the right, which I can understand, do you think that Tim Walz should be second in line to be president of the United States?
I do.
You do?
He speaks softly.
It's bizarre.
Why is that?
Well,
Speaks softly but carries a big stick, this guy.
I'm always speaking from a selfish perspective.
No, I'm saying if you could choose anybody in this country to be vice president, would Tim Walz be your first pick?
Oh, anyone in the country? No.
Yes. Well, there you go. That's all I'm saying.
I think you have to be insane to be one of any of these positions to begin with. I mean, anyone running, you shouldn't be president.
What's your take on that, Dave? Hold up against Steve.
It's not going to hold up well.
Yeah,
He's got to bring a little bit more. More energy too.
Well, he's doing okay. He's doing all right.
He almost bailed. He said he legitimately.
Why?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what he said.
He almost bailed.
Can't hear him?
On the show.
Oh, yeah, nerves. Takes me a little while to warm up.
What are you
You're
nervous
an
about?
intimidating.
Yeah. I hear that. I don't know what people mean by that.
He gave up on a fantastic game that he was going to bring.
Really,
Like,
game?
all these things.
What was it?
It was too invasive, I thought.
He said
Invasive.
he was going to look at our most recent bank transactions.
10 of the last bank transactions.
Like ATM things?
Yeah, and guess whose transaction was whose? Based
Oh.
on Dave.
It's not a bad
Mike,
game,
or
man.
Not a
Jeffrey.
horrible game.
It's not.
I would do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
You'd
do
probably be
too,
able to
but-
tell mine pretty easily. Just Uber.
Take out Uber.
Eats.
Take
or-
out Uber.
You mean like from your credit card or ATM? ATM?
Yeah, just a bank or your
So
last
we would have had to
checking
give.
account.
We would have to give them to him, and then he's
And then he would
asking.
ask.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem with that.
We all turn over our banking information.
Yeah, I don't see the issue
I'm
here.
willing to do it.
Well, everybody could have just said a charge, and Kirk was going to get.
Trust me, you don't have
Well,
to explain it.
I like it.
You know, we got it.
Yeah.
I will say it wouldn't be difficult to pick who is who, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you'd be able to tell mine, I
The
think.
Ubers we
Norton
would have to
House of
exclude.
Pizza.
What's that, Justin?
The Norton House of Pizza.
Right,
yeah,
right.
At 8:12 p.m. Norton House of Pizza.
Well, we could-
8:14 Taco Bell. 8:18 Chinese food.
Who could this be?
Yeah. Is that Dave? Dave's would be different, maybe. I don't know. All the kids stuff, though, probably too.
No. Well, it's still it would be like.
Why are you so
spend money
defensive
on the
about it?
kids.
No, but it would be.
I'm a man.
No, but it's
Fuck
not,
you.
It's not going to say charge kids stuff. It's going to say Target. It's going to say
Well, yeah.
grocery store.
That's what I mean. I don't see. I only might go to Target.
No.
Massage, no hand job.
There you go. There you go, Joe.
He's alive.
Got some fight.
Get him, Joe.
Steve is fucked. He might shoot himself. Is Steve in, by
I
the
didn't
way?
say
Steve is in, but he also has a hard out of 6:30. So
God, he's
he
a
won't be on
pro,
the-
isn't
he
he?
won't be on the he won't be on the post show.
Pre-game though.
Yes, pregame.
Hard out for 6:30.
That's what he said.
He's afraid of this guy. That's
Yeah,
what
maybe.
it is. All right, back to this sales weasel.
It was every 2 months there was a hit piece. There was a Deadspin, article on us, Daily Beast, and then you had, other people, Kirk Minahane's crew coming after us and going after the advertisers, and it was a lot of just defending the wall. And we got through it. Like, there were a lot of brands that
I don't care. I don't care something. I don't just keep my fucking, as my man Will Smith would say, keep my fucking name out your mouth. Just shut up. Then he texted me. This guy, head of sales, the Case, first 2 seasons, monster downloads. I don't care, like it, don't like it, enormous numbers. Didn't have a sponsor for season 2. This guy reaches out to me because he shits his pants, right? So I tweet out the stuff. So let the pants shitting commence.
Sure.
Sends me a text. Let me see. Hey, Kirk, it's Ryan McDermott. Can you give me a call? I just wanted to clarify my comment from the podcast with you. Thanks. First of all, I'm not calling this guy. So what needs to be clarified? He said, when I said Kirk's crew, I meant that asshole Bob Merson is what we were defending against. Meant no disrespect to the fans. I said, okay. He said, sorry that came out wrong. Big fan of you. Head of sales, a big fan of mine. I've never spoken to him in my life ever. Not a second. He's never reached out to me and said, hey, what do you like? What do you want to do? Hey, how about season 3 of The Case? Jeez, I hear that Dateline's reaching out. Here at A&E, We have another arrest. That's great. Boy, the numbers are huge. $1 million down. Like not a fucking syllable from this guy until I call him out for his shit when he goes on some podcast, which you shouldn't be doing anyway. Dave should line those guys up and chop their fucking tongues off before they go on the podcast. Instead, he's on the podcast being like, oh, well, it was tough in 27. Shut the fuck up and sell. And then don't say you're a big fan of mine when you've never spoken to me in your life. Never. Then you want to say my name. Right?
I would say thinking of Murchison as one of your crew would suggest he doesn't know that.
Right. I get I get the larger point, but shut the fuck up. Like, if you're a huge fan of mine, if you're like, hey, I don't know who you are, fine. But don't say you're a huge fan of Kirk Minihane. Like, don't it's not true.
Oh, that too. Yeah,
don't lie. Don't fucking lie. You're fucking, but salespeople lie. As Peter Minihane would say, they'll look you in the eyes and lie to you. And that is true. This guy is a goddamn, which is fine. He's a salesperson. Can't help it. That's what they are. They're scum from that. They should be. But don't fucking lie. And, I felt bad for this guy on a Friday having to do this because, it was 1 o'clock. Fucking sales crews are doing fucking getting hammered and getting their fucking free massages and their free fucking
on the golf course,
low
standing there,
suntan. Yeah, oh my God, doing nothing. So shut the fuck up. That's all. Don't pretend you're a fan of mine. That's all. Don't be disingenuous. Same thing. It's really the theme of the day. Same with Coleman. Same with Paul. Like, don't be disingenuous. Don't be a fucking phony. I hate that shit more than anything. Don't say you're a big fan of mine. You're not a big fan of mine. You and the salespeople hate me. I hate you. We understand that. I hate all of you people. Every single one of you. I hate that shit. Fucking hate it. I mean, anybody disagree with that? I don't. And David Jester defending this asshole. Get the fuck out of here.
I was going to use a Cullinane point that I thought was good. That he said it's a bad sign that the head of sales doesn't know how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
So when it's like, oh, well, true crime is hard to sell or whatever, it's like he never looked into who you are.
Also, this is the company. Like, whether you like it or not, this is the company. Like, you're allowed to say things at this company that other media companies don't allow you to say, so you're going to have to deal with shit. Get over it and sell it.
If you're him?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, what have I said about the Barstool sales department in the last 3 years? Really?
Only that the case
They're
wasn't
liars,
sold. Right,
cheats.
Yeah. Sure. But I mean, I'm saying, like, if I gone like, this has become like a show rant.
No, you've never like.
It's like the old days, like where once I realized what they were, then I basically moved on.
Also, by the way, they make money when they sell your show as well.
But they don't want to. They hate me. And that's fine. They made a decision, and I have no problem with that. So, but my thing is, then don't go on a podcast and talk about me. Shut your fucking mouth about me. Or don't, and I'll just keep responding. I can go way harder than this. Your call, Ryan McDermott. Big fan of mine. I'm sure he's watching. He's a huge fan, so. Right? I mean, I would guess. He's a massive fan of the show.
I think he's more of a Joe fan.
Yeah. He's a huge fan of the show. A big fan of yours. Don't treat me like I'm like Chaps, one of these people who could be fooled by a salesperson. Like, that's insulting. Ryan McDermott's a dummy. He's never read a book in his life. Just be a sales guy. Go there, put on your big smile, and schmooze, and leave me alone. That's all. All right, what else?
And especially when we have issues that go on, I can take off the Ryan sales hat and just be Ryan McDermott. Like, hey, this is how I feel about this.
I like that he can let his hair down once in a while.
Oh my God, his hat.
The Ryan sales.
You don't like Ryan the sales guy, but you haven't really met Ryan McDermott.
Oh no, yeah, no.
That's fair.
Yeah, if I had to know Ryan McDermott, like he's like us. He's like a regular guy.
Rye.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Did you listen to the end of that podcast? Did you listen to the whole thing?
No, I was as mad as I've been in years after that thing. Like, I was like ready to go nuts. And who reaches out to me and asks if he can give me his number? Montante.
Oh.
Who he deals with, I'm guessing.
Oh, Jesus.
Montante didn't give it to him, to be fair. But I was like, oh, hold off. But he got it. I had no desire to talk to him. But talk to him so he could lie to me? Like, I'm not, I'm not Tommy John. Like, you don't have to lie. It's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get you lie. The salespeople lie. They're just born liars. They just come slithering out of the Mama McDermott's pussy and they lie. Vaginal canal. And lie.
Sure.
That's fine. The world needs salespeople.
It's true.
I guess.
He said some
We
shit
could use
at the
more
end.
like Montante, though.
He was talking about like
Sure. Yeah. I mean, look at him. He's groomed. He has a perfectly nice two eyebrows.
Dual-brow.
Yeah.
He said this at the end of the podcast.
We were nervous about the election. And Dave's obviously very outspoken on his views, and those are his personal views. And where I made a comment to him was, it's fine if people want to speak their mind and if they want to do it on their personals, but when you're sitting in front of the Barstool, Stool, and Stars, that's much different because then you're speaking on behalf of a lot of different people at Barstool who may or may not have the same views and as you do.
Has Dave Portnoy ever said to you, you can't express political thoughts because behind a microphone or a camera?
Not to me, but maybe he has said that. To be fair, I don't know. Maybe he said it to people who are dumber than me. I mean, Dave said in the show a couple weeks ago, unnamed, like, he's not going to tell me what to do. Mm-hmm. Just because it's not worth it. Like, why deal with it?
Can't suspend you.
Yeah, I'm unsuspendable.
Would change if you were sitting in front of the Stools and Stars, though.
That's true. Just stars and bars.
That's exactly what I thought of.
Over by the stars and bars?
That's exactly what I thought of.
I mean, whatever. Do I think it's easy to sell for Barstool? I do not. Is there a door where you can open it, walk out, get in your car and drive and go work somewhere else? There is. So go sell somewhere else. Go sell for the Ringer. Way easier.
That strikes me as kind of a guy that has a little Coleman in him in the sense that I think he likes telling people he works for Barstool.
Yeah, I work for Barstool.
I'm kind of an edgy guy myself.
Right.
I feel like even Dave, though, before the pen selling, kind of he was quiet and a little more conservative before the sell, like when he was trying to tame you guys.
I guess maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Could be.
With red light, like you used to say, red light Jerry. Everybody's different. And then all of a sudden the red light comes on and everybody's a fraud again.
Not you, though, Joe. What hat is that?
Oh, Orleans Firebirds. Cape Cod.
Cape Cod League?
Guy's obsessed with mascots.
Oh, really?
He knows
I said
every
two
town
mascots. Dave thinks I'm
Well, he
obsessed.
said
Not Thunderbirds. You said
a town
Hornet.
came up earlier and he's like, "Oh, you a Hornet, Justin?"
I said the mascot that from the high school that
There's
I went
what
to.
Dave,
Dave
though. This
thinks
guy
I'm
like
an expert.
literally starts getting fired up when he disagrees. Everyone hates Dave, though. He gets mad just the minute you bring that up. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Dave?"
It's fine.
Dave, I found out that
No
I
one
was
said it
gonna,
wasn't Dave. What's that?
I found out that I was going to be on the show, listening to the show. I had no idea if I was coming
That's
in.
a lie. We were talking about it, please.
He's a pro. He's a pro, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
How's your basketball game?
What's that?
Are you a good basketball player or no?
Decent.
Okay, you never know. Could be season 2. Think this guy's drunk, Justin, or no? No. Okay. I'm just asking.
No.
Who drove today? You or Paul?
Paul drove. I was going to be
Thank
writing
God.
down notes.
Huh?
I was supposed to be writing down notes.
Did you write down notes
I did not.
because of the traffic?
I was
Gives you more
too,
time
I
for
was
this.
anxious.
What notes?
I
You
don't
must
know,
have
things
thoughts.
that yeah, just different. Well, I have thoughts. I wanted to know how many. One of the thoughts that popped in was over under of how many minifans actually die before a dying guy dies.
Okay.
Was my question.
I don't.
Pony cast.
What a day for. Did we have a show Friday or no?
We did not.
No.
What a day for dying guy on Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. Forget about Tate and forget about all the other stuff. Holy shit. Dying guy gets a call from Dave, and Dave is confirmed will be at Dying Guy's final show.
Yeah, that's
Whenever
very
that happens.
exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. When he dies. I don't know. I do understand. I forget sometimes because we do this stuff every day. I just say whatever the fuck I want. When it's out to the world, people are like, boy, that's really fucked up. But I'm like, is it really? The guy wants to die. I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
And to those people, I would say I don't think the guy's dying anytime soon.
No shit.
And also, there is a I mean, you tried to explain it, or you did explain it,
Yeah.
but there's a progression of how those things happen. It's
Well,
not
start with
just-
Colin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that if you have people that have lived like Coleman that haven't been really challenged in life,
Stand by the
It's cool.
stand by the answer to the question I asked you a minute ago, Justin. Or no?
What
Thing-
question did you ask me a minute ago? Maybe, do you want a couple? I think we have some Pink Whitney or something.
Hey, Justin, don't be mean. Don't be mean. What about you? Hate Coleman?
I hate Coleman, but I just think he's had no adversity in life.
That is definitely true.
And when,
get
when you
about
hear
Coleman
things,
at all.
when you hear things about like the dying guy, it blows people's minds. But when you've been through some adversity and have a dark sense of humor, which I think a lot of the people followers of the show do, it doesn't seem crazy.
I agree
It
with
seems
that.
normal.
I agree with that. No? You agree with that, Dave?
I do.
Justin?
Yeah.
Mike?
I'm not sure I understood what he said, but
We have dark senses of humor.
Yes, and it seems crazy to some people. Not funny.
we, the five of us.
Well, I will say, I mean, look, it's unusual for a podcast to say, hey, Kevin Coleman writes a story, so my reaction is to find somebody who's dying and then kill them at a live show. That is unusual, I think.
Just as you're explaining, that's funny to me. If I didn't know the
of
pod, I think I
course.
was like, oh, that's funny.
He's not
point- his
voluntarily
point-
killing. I mean, the guy wants to die. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's dying.
Yeah,
I
I
hope.
thinks it's funny because his mother was shot at Vegas. He's blind. He's gone through a lot of shit.
You're right. You're right.
Misery,
You're right.
enjo- misery
You're right.
enjoys
You're
company.
right. You're right.
That is why. That is why.
Actually, might be why.
I was well into my 20s.
If you had full sight and your mom was in Vegas, you might not think that was funny. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? You might not be wrong.
That's fair.
Are your parents still alive?
Define alive. My mother's in a home. She's got Alzheimer's, so she's
she's
alive. but
Full blown?
full blown.
She recognize you or no?
No,
No, nothing.
no, nothing.
Do you visit her or no?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
But like we joke, like my mother-in-law.
You joke with her?
My mother-in-law is
Oh.
planning her funeral, so she's planning out her funeral dress. And I joke. I said, "Well, my mother's planning out her prom dress. Your mother's planning out."
I like that. That's not a bad line.
What's that, Dave?
I like that one.
I like that.
But
Yeah.
it's true.
do.
She literally thinks she's going to the prom.
Right.
My mother-in-law is planning.
Why don't you go as her date? That'd be good for a show. I'd watch that a live show. Dave?
Oh yeah.
Justin?
Yes, I would.
How about Justin as her prom date?
That's
That'd
fine.
be nice.
Justin,
Yeah.
you in?
I would make. They'll probably make her day.
It would.
Everyone would
It
cheer.
probably would.
It's a sixth sense of humor. You
She
fine for putting it in
dance.
the air, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Let's do it. You have kids? Oh, 7-year-old.
Yeah, one boy.
Boy, 7 years old. Okay, good. So he's in. Don't tell me this. 7. What is he in? Second grade?
Third.
Third grade. Third grade. Okay.
Is there a point to visiting Alzheimer's patients if they're
Just for a laugh.
if they have no
Just for a laugh.
well if they have no idea who you are? Like I remember
Well, think about if your mom, all kidding aside, had Alzheimer's. You would feel. You know what you would feel like is almost like I feel now going to the grave. Like you feel an obligation. To
sure,
go.
but I would wonder
Right? Am I
is there
right,
a
Joe?
point to this?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
For you.
But you feel worse when you leave. I don't know why I
for
go
sure.
either.
Yeah,
No,
I guess it's
it's
for
like
you.
listening to why you're laughing. You go
I've
in
actually
feeling
been-
okay. You
I
feel
don't agree. I think it's educated a lot of people.
you feeling depressed.
I've been using using recovery and my alcoholism as an excuse not to go visit because I tell my brother and sister I'm in a fragile state right now. I don't think I can go, but I really just don't want to go.
I understand that. I totally get that. It's not a older brother, older sister.
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest.
Yeah. But my dad's a complete train wreck. They were married almost 50 years. So
Where's he? Living by himself?
Foxborough Warriors, Dave.
Okay.
I like his knowledge of mascots.
They want to change
Winchester,
it.
you know what Winchester was?
Winchester?
Yeah. They got rid of it. Give you a hint, I guess, in some way.
Rebels? No.
No. Sachems.
Oh yeah. Foxborough's still the Warriors. They still have the Washington Redskins symbol on there.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they tried changing it.
Didn't work out, huh?
There was yard signs that say
Not on our
the
watch.
Warriors in Foxborough.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why I don't think that defending the wall, I think that's died down a little bit.
What?
His excuse to defend the wall for Barstool. I think that seems like it's kind
I
of
think
died down.
I think we've seen PC culture we talked about forever just slow down a little bit. It might change if Trump's elected, but I do think there's been now people just like even Tony Maz the other day. Like you just apologize. Now it's different when like the Globe's not writing about it or Chad Finn or anybody. But you're right. Like now you just apologize and move on.
I did. I talked about on my show yesterday. Andrew Schultz had
It
a
got
venue
canceled,
cancel on him. It was booked for months. He was supposed to tape a special there.
Was it a Trump thing?
And 3 hours after the Trump interview came out, it was canceled.
I mean, what do these people expect? Like when they book them, like that's definitely possible. Like,
I mean, he'll have no problem booking another venue.
Right, but that's stupid.
Well, you talk about frauds. Dave is all nice and make yourself at home type thing, and then the second you come in the door, he's a big tough guy.
I called you Mike, what was the first thing I said to him? What was the first thing I said to him when you walked in here?
This is without
I
Kirk,
don't remember.
I said, don't be a pussy.
Oh yeah, you did call him a pussy within seconds of meeting him.
Why do you say that to somebody? A guest in the show. Where it makes them comfortable.
Because it loosens him up.
How do you it looses them up?
I'm so nervous. I said, don't be a pussy. He started laughing about it. Now we're all talking.
And then it got quiet before you came in here.
Yeah.
And it's quiet for a few seconds, and Dave goes, "The pressure getting to you, Joe?"
That's great, Dave. Idiot.
That's how you try to loosen people up.
You not like Cullinane?
No, I love Coleman.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was very glad. I was at his last show in Plymouth.
no, that was a good one.
Fun times.
Well, keep an eye on that next couple of weeks, right, guys?
With the 6 cans of Cokes, making it pretty hard to stay sober.
I still have a bunch in my house if you want some, Joe.
Like I almost wanted people to fall off the wagon. 800 degrees and nothing to drink but
Oh shit!
high
I
noons.
felt. Jesus. What else, boys?
You mentioned it.
Oh, why are you laughing? By the way, is part of the Blind Mike Network, the empire.
That's right.
It is growing and growing. Better jump on now,
You're damn
because
sure.
Mike has made it clear. If he gets to 2,000 subscribers, he doesn't want any more.
That's right.
I believe. Is that what you said at one point? Or no?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we get there,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
and then we'll negotiate.
It's sort of the same as those phone calls. We get 2,000. It's not enough room. It's almost squeezed in. You
Yeah.
can't-
Imagine a doorway.
Yes, exactly. What's going on in your in the Blind Mike world right now?
Well, Why Are You Laughing with Kirk Minahan and Jeff D. Lowe is available for members now. It'll be out everywhere you get podcasts on Thursday. So
Looking
stay
forward to
tuned
that.
for that. We were live on Saturday. Looks like we're back to a regular schedule. And it seems there was worried. There was a bit of a Clug emergency last week. The Quincy episodes were taken offline.
What?
Never fear.
Oh, okay.
Hackrad was able to find them. Wow. So it seems like we're back in business for Tuesday. So
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
that's right. Everyone breathe a sigh of relief.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What happened? What was going on?
Just the internet archive we've been using, like the site's
Oh,
been,
that site's down.
the site's been down for like a week.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I listen to old American Top 40s there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
It's affected all of us.
Oh, my God. They have the entire NYPD Blue series there. That's
Yes.
actually a great site.
They had
the
Quincy,
whole,
yeah.
Oh wait, that whole like archive.org.
It's like Internet
basically?
Archive or something like
Oh
that.
fuck yeah, I've been having issues with that too.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
What have you been watching?
I steal like old workout videos from that.
What?
Like workout? No, just
Like
one.
Jane
really.
Fonda video?
Tybo?
No, they have those.
Denise Austin?
No, Beachbody. I didn't want to subscribe to it. I just googled it and Internet Archive had
Oh,
it.
nice.
Yeah,
Now you have a beach body.
close.
Yeah. Wow, there you go. Yeah. Oh, so you weren't watching on the streaming service?
No, we were downloading
Yeah.
them.
Is it on the streaming service?
Not that we've been able to find. Because even like through Amazon, we couldn't get it on like Prime. We would have had to order the DVDs.
It's on Sling TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, but you're back.
It looks like we're back.
That's
Yeah.
good. Well, go subscribe, please. Are you a subscriber, Joe?
I am.
There, that a boy. There you go,
buddy.
Mike. See?
Yes.
As of 12 hours ago.
Oh, who cares? Doesn't matter, does it?
Joe, you lied to me.
He subscribes. You know what Joe looks like and sounds like is not when he looks dead or anything. I'm dead serious. I believe the guy's name is Terry Kaiser, who plays Bernie in the Weekend at Bernie series.
Oh, really?
The dead guy?
Yeah. You sound like him too a little bit. You see him? See the resemblance or no?
Partially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does not put down.
No.
Just saying, I'm a fan of that franchise. So there you go. What else, Justin? What do you got?
See, Donald Trump was talking some golf this weekend.
Well, I saw that. First of all, I saw President Trump was slinging it at Mickey D's yesterday. And I
yeah.
saw
Yes.
I saw the libs, Joe and Paul and the rest of those cucks, were saying like, just so you know, it wasn't really like a real McDonald's. They let everyone know. I'm like, do you think they were going to have like Trump serve at like a regular McDonald's? Some guy tried, like 80 people tried to shoot this guy.
In Springfield, Mass.
Yeah. It is a very funny bit. I mean, it's like insane that he's doing it. But where was it? Was it in Ohio or where was it?
Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania, of course. The two of them are just living in Pennsylvania.
pretty much.
Yeah. So, President Trump was talking about a Pennsylvania legend, Mike, this weekend. Arnold Palmer, Latrobe's own.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Arnold Palmer or no?
He's got the guy with the big dick?
Well, we could just.
Arnold Palmer was all man. And I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this guy.
There he is. He's back.
Hold on
This guy-
one second. Joe, you don't see the humor in that?
I find a lot of humor in what he says. I just don't think funny is, we want a person running the country.
I say laughter's the best medicine, Joe.
I mean, I want to, I know you're bad with Steve soon, but Steve has said the funniest president of all time was Ronald Wilson Reagan. One of the great leaders of all time, wouldn't you say?
My father was an air traffic controller and got fired by
Get the
Ronald
fuck
Reagan.
out of here. It's a great Reagan moment. I'm with Reagan on that one. I'm sorry for your dad, but
That's fine. I have no problem when people like.
luckily your
if
mom
your
doesn't
aunt-
remember it.
If
So it works out. Thank you, Steve.
We're hearing a lot of. Get ready for that, pal.
I have no problem with somebody in your position that's against unions.
Me.
It's these people that won't endorse Harris because they like Trump. Meanwhile, DeSantis is down in Florida replacing the longshoreman workers.
Dave,
and they
it's
think it's good.
gotta be shorter, Dave. Shorter bites against Steve. That's too long, right?
Yep. Got to be quick.
Okay. I get your point, but you gotta be punchy if you're gonna win that pre-show debate against Steve.
You know what's funny? In this room, we're thinking of it in a totally different angle. Right when we get off and look at Twitter, it's going to be this fucking he's wrong about Kamala. It didn't dawn on me till just now, but that's happening.
He's a libtard, they're going to say.
Yeah.
I'm a pussy. Yeah.
I say Harris looks good for. She's turned 60 the other day.
I think so.
That's
looks
what
good for
Trump
60.
was talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I think she looks good for 60. No?
She looks good.
Wish her a happy birthday.
Yeah. Far more vigorous and fit than the former president Trump, I would say. No,
I don't know about that.
no, right now, Justin. There's no time machine for Trump. We're electing these people right now.
That is true.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, but that's what I was. That late. I love women. That's the first time we've heard.
I love women. They got back.
We haven't heard him be him in a while.
Due respect to women, and I love women.
There he is.
God, let me hear more about the king.
But this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it.
I like that he didn't take a breath between saying, I refuse to say it, and just saying it. He goes, I refuse to say it, but here's the thing.
We have women that are highly sophisticated here, but they used to look at Arnold as a bad, but he was really something special. Arnold was something special. So I just want to tell you, you're very lucky, the people that live in Latrobe, and it's an honor for me to be here.
There you go. Oh, was he in Latrobe?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. The home of Arnold Palmer, yeah. Yep. That's what somebody tweeted. One of Arnold's testicles was made of lemonade. The other one was made of iced tea. So there you go. There you go.
It's fun.
The king himself, Arnold Palmer. A great Fred Couples clip from years ago. Remember when he died?
Yeah,
That's a
I
great
do.
clip. That's a great Freddie clip.
That's the worst cry.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I don't know how you cry like that.
He was struggling with the news. We all were. Oh, God. Unbelievable. What else?
Would you like to hear that apology that you referenced earlier?
Which one? Oh, Tony?
Yeah.
How'd you feel? How would you grade it, first of all?
I say it was a
Did
sincere
you
apology.
feel apologized to?
I felt the community did.
You
yes.
felt okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You felt appeased.
He'll get off his back now.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, Maz has got a little something off of yesterday.
I feel like Felger has done that intro like 7 times now. The last, like, 3 years. I feel like it's almost like a
Soundbite?
yeah, like a recorded thing they just go to.
Hey guys, Maz said something racist, but don't worry, he's just an idiot.
Which is basically Maz's defense. Like, yep, yeah, I'm retarded. Go ahead.
I did want to address this because during yesterday's show, while we were discussing baseball's Gold Glove Awards, the voting and the data that went into it, I made reference to Tyler Milliken and people his age and their reliance on some of the metrics and how I didn't believe in them. And in so doing, I used a derogatory term that was unbeknownst
All
to
because
me.
of Coleman.
Is that true?
Yes. It is.
Yeah, no, that definitely.
Definitely because of you.
Well, I would say that if
Well, the responsibility is with him, is what you're saying.
People said he says
First
that
and
all the
foremost.
time, and this is the one time Cullinane tweeted it out.
yeah, but my point back to that is that audio is getting played on this program, right? Every time.
Yes.
Every time.
Well, not every time.
So the
because
only
he says
the
it-
only
he says
He
difference
it-
said
is
it
that
100 times.
the only difference is like kind of the format that it has now become, right? That's the difference.
What do you mean?
Like I'll grab it in video. I put it on Twitter.
Yeah. You don't like to do this.
I hate doing it.
Yeah.
You have to.
But you're making the world a better place.
I'm trying to.
Luckily, the word zipperhead won't be said as much anymore going forward. Which, by the way, I apologize for. I know what it means. I know what it means, and I don't condone it, I guess.
It would have been wild if we didn't know the context, and he's like, so I'm talking about Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been. What do you go between Curtis, Fortier, Maz? Jesus, leave this poor community alone.
I know.
We're helping the community by doing
Right.
it. The problem with him was I didn't think he would apologize because then you get the second run of articles.
It's really good you
It's
made a
that
man
one.
apologize for this. It's really noble of you.
Well, you're welcome.
I mean, it's really horrible. He said something you thought meant a dork. It probably hasn't been said in 90 years, but yeah, go ahead.
I didn't know that this term had a derogatory connotation, but I used it in reference to Milliken and his Gen Z brethren, for lack of a better term.
Those homos,
I
right,
have
Tony?
since come to the
The gravy was like that, these Gen Z homos.
I thought it meant weirdo.
It's still amazing I did an apology 10 years ago. And in the apology, I got suspended because my apology was so bad.
Yeah.
It was a horrible apology.
It's impressive.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think I called her an idiot. What, the Perkins line? Or that was then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. What a moment. Go ahead.
Realization that
who is
historically,
Milliken?
He's Jared Kropp's producer.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, and he's 98.5.
Did Carabas weigh in on this controversy or no?
No, he followed me on Twitter last night, though. That's it.
Wow, that's big.
Wow.
there is
Thank you for telling me that.
some derogatory context for that term, which I assure you I did not know. Nonetheless, in so doing, if you are
How
among
is someone going to be
those-
able to convince people that he doesn't know what the N-word means when he says it? How is he? Well, quick, Maz said something pretty interesting the other day. Maz, got the floor is yours next 30 seconds.
That's the problem. I want to throw some out as like jokes, but I don't know which I can get away with.
That's the trick. Just call yourself a Dago. You're
Yeah,
fine.
that's always the.
I started to wonder, is this some sort of setup?
I mean, Maz's excuse is true. He is brain dead.
No one thinks he was using it in that way.
Well, Dave, I don't know if Dave- do you feel that way, Dave, or no?
I don't like to put my opinion in it.
Sure, right.
He couldn't have been. It wouldn't have made any sense.
Makes no sense. What that even means?
There's an entire community that was offended by what he said. That's all that matters.
Is Tyler Milliken Asian?
No.
I don't believe so.
Thank God.
But we don't know that for certainty. Yeah.
Yeah, who would to assume his identity? I won't do that to him.
Right.
He is Tyler Milliken, after all. Call Carabas quick. See if Tyler Milliken's handling this whole thing okay.
Just say, hey, I saw you followed me.
What a moment in life.
I figured he just learned about the Tony Maz video, and that's why that happened.
That's because you're so interesting, Dave. He needs to get your...
No, I figured he just clicked it because he clicked that video.
Okay, Jesus. The guy follows you on Twitter.
Hey, we're about to find out. Get all the juicy details.
Jesus, or not.
Jared, a co-host of Maz's.
That's true.
Right, yeah. See if he supports this. He's not going to answer.
Won't do it.
Your call has been...
Let me hear the rest of Maz here.
Who I offended, I apologize for that. It was not my intent. I can assure you of that. I had no idea that the word had that meaning. As such, I won't use it again. You'll never hear me use it again on the air or off. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, there was no intent behind it, is all I can tell you, and I apologize again to those who are offended.
Okay, we'll get back to the matter at hand. Right.
I feel like he's not even listening.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I mean, that one was never going to stick.
No.
Because the word is so...
That one got...
It doesn't make any
No,
sense.
I know, but it wasn't going to stick, though. Like, you're not going to get fired for saying that.
No, it didn't go as far as the other ones.
Like
I don't
Curtis.
believe.
Curtis
Definitely
was
not-
way bigger.
No, but what was the other
Curtis got
Maz
suspended.
The other Maz one that made TMZ or whatever.
The guys behind you stole your car.
Right. That was
worse.
bigger.
That was worse.
That was tough to defend.
Yeah, that was a weird... Again, I don't want anybody suspended for anything, but that was a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I realized this was a while ago, but do you think the Medco student comment would have been fireable offense
Oh,
today?
yeah. Definitely.
That's the Metco student.
Jerry and John. They would have been fired before the show was over.
Yeah.
Before the segment, there would have a commercial break, and they would have had two other people doing the show after that.
I mean,
Not
even now, I think, but imagine if that happened in like 2018.
Oh my God! Not even. Definitely, maybe the most fireable thing ever said in Boston radio.
I got
canceled.
Then the mask thing with the garage was almost
The guys in the car behind them.
yeah. I mean, that was pretty.
Yeah, but these guys referred. John referred to the Metco
gorilla?
students as a gorilla.
Right.
I mean, that's a tough one to come back from. I think. Yeah, Jerry always says it was completely Dino's fault. I don't know. It's one of those things where there's actually no audio of that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know who said it. It was Dino that said it or Jerry?
Do you have the story? Look it up, Justin, because it was a national
I
story.
have it. It's October 3rd, 2003.
I remember hearing about it as a kid, but we didn't have EEI. In
They got
Springfield.
suspended for
A month?
2 weeks.
Oh, it was
yeah, and this was during the Yankees Red Sox,
Yeah.
right? October 03, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
The host of a popular sports radio talk show have been suspended for 2 weeks for comparing an escaped zoo gorilla to minority students who participate in the voluntary
nuts.
known as Metco.
Just
The suspension of John Dennis and Jerry Callahan take effect immediately. WEIAM announced Monday. And another development Monday in the week-old fallout from comments the pair made after the gorilla escaped from the Franklin Park Zoo. health insurer Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts announced that it was pulling a 6-week advertising campaign from WEI and donating the money, $27,000 to Medco.
It doesn't say who said it.
This is where I question my own liberal card, but I hear the Medco student comment, and I
They were right.
I laugh.
But I also know on our side, Joe.
But I also know
Starts
it's
with
wrong.
this.
But I know it's wrong.
The incident came a day after the gorilla Little Joe escaped from the Boston Zoo and injured 2 girls. After Coleman observed the gorilla was captured near a bus stop, Dennis said, yeah, he was a Metco gorilla.
Wow. I think most people would lose that bet if you said which one was it.
Yeah, that was Jerry always said that. Like he was always like, Dino absolutely fucked us on that.
And then Callahan said, heading out to Lexington.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dennis replied.
Did it lose any money over that?
Yeah, they weren't the only ones. Other ones did. Yeah, it was crazy. They had to meet with. I mean, that show. That was the peak of that show, ratings wise.
Like I said, we heard about it, and we didn't have EEI in Western Mass yet, but it was like news out there.
Right. Yeah.
So originally, John was suspended for 2 days
Correct.
by EEI, and then there was a bunch of backlash.
That was the first EI one for sure that I remember. I think. Maybe the one there's something about Hideki Arabu being called a pussy or something. I forget.
Was that Ordway?
Was that Borges on Ordway's show?
Maybe.
I remember Borges and Ordway. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that was crazy. They were always gun shy after that, always. I'm not sure. I guess Chach was maybe taking a nap. I don't know what he was doing behind him. Just getting some coffee
Blaming the
or something.
producers.
Well, that might be one you might want to hit. There's no upside to that one. But
I think people growing up in this area, they thought John Dennis was such a straight-laced character.
Yeah, definitely was. Definitely was. Well, he was a
That
news
was
guy.
before social
I was
media.
smoking Ashton on the back deck. Lou, you like that?
Well, Dino.
Well, they were always no, I thought there were always jokes about him being a wild man.
Yeah, that was sort of Jerry. That was his character, right, Jerry? But growing up before the radio show existed, you didn't know that because he was a sports guy.
Anchor.
Yeah, he was like Numi or Lobel or those guys. Yeah, there you go. What else?
Did you hear, just staying on Felger Mass, did you hear them taking the Belichick-Brady conversation very seriously?
Oh, good.
Go ahead.
So, is that Lombardi just, making it up to give his guy Belichick another landing spot? Oh, hey, look. Hey, listen up, Lurie. Listen up.
Someone
Shad
else
Khan.
made it up, Felger. How dare you?
And they know that. They just are ignoring that. I wish Jim Murray was ignoring that, for sure.
The word is Brady wants Belichick back in Vegas. You know what I mean? Is he just, being his agent to get him to bump up his market? Or do you think that would be a possibility?
Sure.
Me too.
Yeah, I do. Why not?
Definitely.
Like, again,
I mean, well, look,
they've kissed and made up.
I'll tell you why not, but go ahead.
No, they've kissed and made up. Well, I'm just talking about.
They just go on and on, taking it very seriously.
No, it's a very serious thing.
And I did like that caller calling in and saying your name and them being scared to acknowledge
They
it.
were scared of that. It was fun. I was looking at the comments from the show account. They put up the clip about Tate being in New York, Chicago guys. And all the comments are like, Tate's in my head. I'm like, I have no issue with Tate. Tate can do whatever he wants. I don't care. My issue is with Tate not having fun with it. Whatever. I mean, let these people have their day, I guess. I don't really know how to respond to it. I'm not really sure. I don't know. All I know is the only thing I'll say about Tate is Tate's the kind of guy where if you bring up a certain thing, he'll blog about it. If you bring up something else, he won't blog about it. I know Keeks accused him of something that he didn't respond to. So,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I don't know. He's that kind of guy. Like he'll delete. That's who he is, and let the crowd bring it on. Because God knows, last thing I'm gonna do is get sensitive if somebody has an audience and they go after me. Because God knows my people have done it enough. But yeah,
It is funny. They were trying to think of an example on the Unnamed show. You probably don't know enough about his history to know that this was a good comparison. I thought a good comparison was K. Marco when they were talking about someone who's like a good blogger and just
yeah, that's a good one. Nate, I was thinking Nate, but
nothing on
yeah,
air.
right.
Yeah. Because like when you listen to Tate, you're like, this guy's like the villain that people that like.
Yeah,
Keys
it's
doesn't wanna
good. Like I
interact
think
with.
it's good. They're stirring shit.
It's just weird in this day and age that you have that ability in type form. But,
True.
Like, you know what I mean? Because everything's so audio and visual media.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be curious, but yeah, it'll be one of those things again where he's like, I'm in his head, and it's like, well, if you blog about somebody and tweet, like, if they are allowed to respond, I think, but I don't know. Whatever. We shall see. What else?
You think it's weird that Alec Baldwin already got the call back from SNL?
He played Brett Baer or something.
Yeah,
He did.
It's weird. But Lauren's old. Like I just think he likes his guys.
Yeah.
You know?
The problem too, like if you watch the sketch, the beginning is not terrible. It's like kind of a funny idea, but they
Yeah.
would just never do the same with Trump, which is why I didn't get
No,
why they
definitely
wanted.
true.
I didn't get why they wanted Gillis to play Trump. It's not like you're gonna have fun with it. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I didn't really get the. Yeah, I didn't. I also, I didn't think Baldwin was that great in it. Did you?
No.
Like he was okay. Yeah, it's just weird seeing him now. That's the other thing. There's just so much baggage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see Alec Baldwin's kind of like, oh yeah, that's right. Like
I always wish he was just on Instagram now when I see it.
Yeah, it's way more fun that way.
Isn't he doing a reality show?
Yes.
So in 2025, I believe.
With the kids, right? There's Larry and the kids.
Yeah.
I'm in for that. Jesus. The NBA is finally back. Here's a way to get even more into the action following your favorite players. Playing Pick 6 from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. Download DraftKings Pick 6 app. Select 2 or more players and choose if they'll have more or less of a stat like points, rebounds, 3-pointers, and more. Trade your picks for a shot at huge cash prizes. Pick 6 available in most states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Missouri, and more. And for the first time, Pick 6 players, check this out, first-time players. New customers pay $5 to get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Hoop it up all season long with the newest, most fun way to play fantasy sports, Pick 6 from DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KIRK. That's code KIRK for new customers to pay $5. You get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. What else?
Are you as disgusted with Cleveland fans as the Cleveland Browns are?
Well, the only thing I'd say about that is they booed Watson when he got hurt the other day. My only issue is they weren't booing Watson when they traded for him. This is not a moral stand.
Right.
If he had 115 quarterback rating and they were 6-0, they would not be booing. This is the media's tried to make this as some sort of like because he's such a pig. That's not why they're booing him. They're booing because he stinks and he has a ton of money and there was a terrible trade. They're not really booing him. They're just booing a shit organization that made a terrible football decision. Justin, you should know about shitty football organizations. You're a fan of one.
I am a fan of one.
Maybe the worst.
Right now, yes.
I mean, maybe the worst in professional football, from the top to the worst now.
It's a soft team.
Yeah, you never saw Belichick say that. It's also like Mayo's calling him a soft team. Well, like you're the ones like on ride bicycles around the fucking thing and having fun days and dunking Gatorade on you after a win. Like what is going on with this organization?
It's a joke of a team.
Terrible. Are they gonna win another game?
Yes, they'll win one more game.
Drake May looks all right.
Well, you don't want him to win.
One more. He can win one more.
I just want Drake May to play well and lose every game.
That's what I mean. If you're a Patriots fan, big picture, yesterday is not bad.
Yep.
Like May is good. He's going to clearly be pretty good. And you lost. Like that's perfect. I don't know. I mean, Mayo's not going to be the coach in 3 years, so it doesn't matter.
3 years, maybe 3 months. He won't be the coach.
No, Kraft can't fire him.
He'll be there next year.
You'll give him one more year.
What did Kraft say this weekend? He did like all the fans who were.
Well, Justin, I don't know for sure. I don't know why you're so upset about that.
You got inside sources.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Who would you want to be the coach of the team?
Get some like young offensive hotshot that.
I would agree. I want to put May with a good offensive mind.
Like an outside, like has nothing to do with the Patriots.
I would agree with that too. That's actually, you're exactly right. I would agree with that.
Thank
yes, no problem. Like
Bring back Pete Carroll.
There you go.
Defensive guy. He's 100 years old.
A young hotshot.
Ties to the organization.
Yeah, maybe not, but yeah. Okay. What were you saying, Dave? Were you saying something or no?
I don't think so.
Justin, were you saying something?
Talking about Kraft when he was talking to the London fans. They were like, we have such a big fan base. We need to start winning again. It's like, well, you're the one who's getting involved in this dumb shit.
And he just said like, stay the course, stick to the plan. Things are going to go well soon, basically.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I don't think that's a bad football team.
Are the Bobby Knight types gone forever in any of these sports, you think?
Boy, it's a good philosophical question, Joe.
Your lips to God's ears, Joe.
The good old days, and then when a coach would choke somebody, leave tampons in his locker if he was playing poorly.
Everyone's a pussy now, Joe.
That's where we live in, Joe.
Even Belichick just hanging out at corn mazes now.
Probably the military now is probably run by a bunch of pussies at this point.
Everything's woke. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If you went in there,
because of people like you, Joe.
It's your fault.
Take some responsibility.
I have
Joe.
nothing to do with woke.
What's that?
I said woke. I've got nothing to do with woke.
No,
I'm.
Why are you a liberal?
Child care, unions, health care.
Oh, you're a union guy. It's your core thing?
Unions, health care, child care. That's my main thing.
Abortion?
Even abortion, let it fly. I don't,
let it fly.
Woman's choice.
Immigration, what? You're pro? What do you mean? You like the fact that people are flowing into this country?
Like that, no.
So that sounds like you might be more of a Republican.
No, I don't think there is such a thing as a Republican anymore.
Dave, this your guy, Dave?
Do you want to be the conservative for the post-show and the liberal for the pre-show?
I like the mind games. You're not even a Republican, Steve.
There is no more Republicans. There's no more conservatives. It's Trump. That's it. It's Democrats and Trump. The Republican Party is gone. Conservatives gone. Everybody just bows, bends to the need of Trump.
What about the Democrats? You can say liberal wing and the more conservative wing, or no?
Were you a Sanders
Yes,
guy?
I think so. See, I consider myself more
Centrist?
center.
Yeah.
But
What's that,
I mean,
Justin?
Were you a Sanders guy in the primary a couple of years ago? Sanders
no,
was Hillary.
I wasn't a Sanders guy.
Hillary, you liked Hillary.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be in this position right now. Trump unleashed this, destabilized the whole country. But
Right.
if
there have
people
been
were,
Democrats in the office for the last 4 years, Joe.
I know. It was somebody
I'm just
tell me.
saying.
Everybody cries about how bad things are. Somebody tell me how bad things. Give me an example of how bad.
Food costs like
Food's
double.
like way more than
Inflation is back to where it was before.
To get a house around, to get like in an apartment.
That's Biden. That's not solely Biden's fault.
Well, nobody's
And Trump
saying
is
it
not
is.
going to fix
Nothing
it.
Wait,
Trump is
immigration,
not gonna fix
immigration
it.
is the worst it's
that
ever
true?
been in the history of the country.
Couldn't you do the same for Trump? What was an example of how terrible things were when Trump was president? Oh, Steve's going to eat
Steve.
you.
Oh,
Steve's
no.
gonna-
Oh, no. Joe.
Give me a second.
You're losing
Mike
me.
Fury, the
Come
plug
on,
of the
Joe. Fight back.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm not for taxing. Tax breaks is for trillionaires and adding to the deficit. Like I said, I don't know.
This is like, do you ever watch House of Cards when Peter does the morning radio?
Well, in a lot of ways, that's similar. And now Mayo's on Greg Hill this morning saying the team's not soft. They're playing. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
He's one of these guys. He's like one of these guys. He reads the comments. Oh, Jesus.
And he gets treated well by the media. They like him.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
he'll be around for a couple more years. For sure.
No, he can't.
No way.
I think so.
I'll give him this year and next year. That's it. If they're bad and he does this shit again, Kraft already regrets it.
Yes.
But he can't. He's afraid to look like an idiot.
His players are also like mutinying against him.
Mutinying.
Oh yeah, what was that Instagram post? by
Jalen Polk was like ... peace sign. He said he had the best hands in the league, and then he couldn't catch a pass yesterday.
Peace sign.
So he's saying peace sign.
Wow, peace sign. Who'd you watch the game with yesterday?
My mom and my dad.
Oh, so you went back.
I did.
Drove back.
I did.
Watch a game with them.
I
Bubba
did.
doesn't like to watch them?
He likes to watch them by themselves because he gets embarrassed when he swears, when he gets upset.
Oh.
He's embarrassed?
Sometimes, yeah. He's
This is a shitty way to be old and die and watch this fucking team. Like, he knows he's not going to see a Super Bowl again.
Oh, he will.
No, he
You think he'll see another Super Bowl?
Yeah, give it like 4 years.
He'll be dead. But they all also, like, I understand he's seen 6, but boy, this is a tough way to go out.
It's a tough season.
Last game my dad ever saw was the Falcons game.
That's awesome.
That's
pretty
nice.
good. That's
Yeah,
pretty good. Pretty good. So, there you go. But yeah. What'd your dad have to say?
About the game?
Yeah.
Uh,
Frustrated? Is he a swearer or no?
Yes.
Your mom? Oh, it's a
No.
lot. Did she have to do a lot of work yesterday? What was the final score?
It was a pretty high scoring game.
36.
Yeah. Mayo, May means more work for her, though, because they're scoring more points with him.
They are, yeah.
For a blanket, whatever it is.
32-16.
32-16.
Imagine. Thank God she didn't start in 07.
That's true.
know?
Imagine those first.
Would've been-
Oh my
It's
God.
been a lot.
Well, 2011 was actually a higher scoring season.
Is that right?
Is that true?
Yes.
I'll be down.
Really? Oh, there you go. Wow, the irony. What else going on?
You said Portnoy sat next to Billy Joel at the Taylor Swift concert.
Did he really just
Yeah.
two?
I was
old
in
guys.
the VIP section.
Just two.
Classy
old-
move by him. The guy giving the jacket to KFC's daughter.
I did see it. That was very
Very,
nice.
very nice move.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she was in Miami. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
And wrote him a private note, which
I
I
saw
assume is
that.
the exact same note she sends to everybody.
Oh
in the
no,
VIP
definitely
section.
not. No,
I
she's
assume- I assume. I
a
assume.
personal. She's a huge Barstool fan. I'm sure. Massive fan.
Well, he did say that the brother wanted to meet him, and then the mother wanted to meet him. At
Who,
the
Taylor
concert court.
Swift's?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know. She's
Yeah.
got a brother and the mom.
Yeah, Austin Swift.
That's really
Oh,
his
yeah, the
name.
brother's friends with comics, so I could see him being like
Oh,
a
is that
Barstool
right?
fan. Yeah.
He is?
Who cares? What
I
else?
don't know.
This is shit. What else?
I didn't know he was gonna
Give
be
a
grilled
fuck
on
about
it,
Austin
really.
Swift. What else?
Brady was good on the pregame, though.
Oh, how weird was that? Jesus Christ. First of all, the interview was terrible with Mahomes. And then Brady's getting a lot of people are like, now Brady's good.
Yeah.
He's okay. Like, do you think Brady's good?
I think he's middle of the road.
He's better. He's definitely better. I'm
yeah.
not, I got to be fair, but he's just like I say, he's like Trent Green or Rich Gannon or whoever.
Yeah, I was watching on Red Zone, and every time they clicked over, he seemed fine.
Yeah. There were times in that red zone yesterday. Scott Hansen was off screen for 6-7 minutes. He could have easily urinated. I'm just saying.
Oh, sure. I got to tell you, it's in my head now. It's like what you did with me with Bill Burr.
Yep.
where I can't.
Oh, he
Oh, my
stinks.
God damn it.
No, he's a hard O, Scott Hansen.
Because like he messed up. I forget if it was someone's name or something. He's like, "Hey, come on, give me credit. 7 hours of commercial-free football." And I'm like, Scott, take it easy, buddy.
Well, he messed up the Music City Miracle thing.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, and he was like, "It was 25 years ago."
Yes.
It's like having a meltdown. It's like, Scott, take it. We're all fucking around. You got 3 tweets about it, probably. Just fucking relax. What were you saying before that? Oh, Brady. Did Brady sound or no? So at the end of it, Brady interviews Mahomes in the pregame show. Then at the end of it, they're all standing there, all the Fox people. And then Brady's there as like a whatchamacallit, like a
Avatar.
Yeah, it looks so fucking bad. Why would they do that in 2024?
Beats the hell out of me. I don't know.
Oh, Montante. During long drives, I pluck my unibrow. Guilty pleasure.
I have no problem with that.
Neither do I. It just seems like an un-Montante thing to do.
Yeah.
Also, calling it a guilty pleasure isn't. I don't think it's the right.
I think it's probably a satisfying feeling, maybe.
Oh, I love doing the nose hairs.
Really? Oh, yeah, I agree.
Especially like when you have a cold or something.
Yeah,
I agree. Feels different.
Pick in the face. It is.
Wait, you can do them with your.
addicting.
So he must have a thing in his
Tweezer?
car. You can't do it with your hand.
Well, you can pick it with your hand.
Really?
Unibrow? I mean, that feels
Well,
like
you can, like little hairs. Yeah,
that's a lot, though.
Yeah,
I've done it. I've had some long hairs where I could like.
You know what I do?
fucking-
When I'm shaving, I just give it a once-over.
No.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Like what they do with the.
Why not?
Yeah.
Like what they do at the barber with the extra piece. That always
just,
scares
just
me.
a
little
once,
bit.
just then it's easy. Then you're done with it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I would have a decent unibrow.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, but I would never pluck it. I don't think.
You an electric razor or just a straight razor?
Regular. No. What? You use an electric razor?
I don't really shave.
When you shave, what do you use?
I haven't shaved my own face in.
It might be time.
Yeah, you definitely had a bigger beard.
No, when I get a
use an electric
haircut.
razor
When I
on
get a
my
haircut,
face.
they.
You're blind though.
I still use it.
But I'm saying.
Well, I haven't in a
yes,
while.
I do
but-
have an electric razor. Though.
Oh, gee. Is that what you do, Joe?
No.
Real razor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school.
Fucking A. Real man.
You haven't had any
Yellow
barber
Bex.
stories lately.
I'll keep it myself, Joe.
Did you tell Justin? Did Justin say he didn't have a hairy back last week? Didn't you ask him about this?
He does have a hairy back.
It's like
yes.
beyond exposed.
Yes, I
right
saw
now.
the basketball. It's terribly hairy.
I'm sorry. It's beyond exposed right
Yeah,
now?
it's like his.
I can see it from
What is he
back
wearing?
here.
He's wearing a little half shirt.
It's going a little lower on the back for some reason. Yeah.
His T-shirt?
It's flowing out in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out through the top.
He's loose.
Why do you have that much skin exposed?
No, I think it's just the shirt's loose in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What else?
Let's see here.
You went a commercial?
I was
Yes.
commercial.
For the.
Oh, yes. I saw
It was
this.
a great acting performance.
Oh yeah, the thing with yes, yeah.
You excited to? Did they give you an advance copy?
No, they did not. So we did it. So Dave and I did that the day after. Oh, you guys were here after the Smitty thing.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah, you
the guy
mentioned
Rob
it.
came in who runs Surviving Barstool. He came in and asked me about what I'm going to do with my money for winning, and then he said, "I'm just kidding." Smitty actually won, and then he said, Peter Stormare, who was like the bad guy in Fargo, one of the bad guys. People, you would know him. He's doing a Call of Duty. Is that what it was?
Yes, Call of Duty Black Ops.
So we had to pretend like he was Peter Stormare. We had to react to him.
Ah.
So it probably doesn't look. The sound's probably not great, right? Did it come out? I didn't watch it. Did it come out okay or
Came
no?
out fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
It's just
weird.
so many cuts. He would have like they did scenes from Borderline, 10 different shows.
What are you hitting him for, Justin?
I need him to disconnect his phone.
Okay. Jesus. Justin looked very panicked there. Take it easy.
Jared Carrabis is recording right now. He apologizes.
Oh, he is. So
Yeah.
okay, fine. Jeez, can't get the bottom of the Tyler Milliken thing. Yeah, you play a sound if you want. I mean, Dave, all these houses. What's going on? Can you live in any of them?
Listen, Kirk, I don't want to talk about any of that stuff.
Oh, poor little David. He doesn't want to talk about his mansions. Oh, that's
There you
Gene
go. There you go. So it's just me and Dave having a normal conversation.
Yeah.
No, nowhere this guy jumps in. We're always
Well,
talking
he's
like
Whitney.
that.
Yeah.
He's Whitney.
Ryan Whitney is off playing Call of Duty.
Right.
What do you mean?
He's off play. So it would be like if I was like, Kirk, I can't come in today. I'm sending the replacement to do my job. I have to play Call of Duty.
Oh, so
And
Whit
then
was
so
out
that
doing
guy's
Call of
Ryan
Duty.
Whitney.
Yes. So Whit is out playing Call of Duty, and he has to play the Whit role.
Oh.
Is that the guy you were playing some clip off air last week of a guy doing like an impression of the Unnamed show?
No, that was
You know what I'm
different.
talking about?
Oh no, that was that like Joe Sauce or something. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What about that boat of yours? Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. You want me to call the Coast Guards for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I was confused doing it, but whatever. It's, happy to do it. Happy to do it. What else?
I saw that tweet. I'm assuming Bob Holer just gets consulting credits because he did the podcast, right?
I would
He
think.
he did not touch that series.
I can't imagine. We have his number, right?
Yes.
Call him. Hopefully the Fleming's done, but.
Be great if it ends. Aaron Hernandez is swinging from his fucking and Heroes plays.
I was gonna say Linda Mark starts going, and then the dog just takes a shit on him, and that's it. She ends with Meter sort of looking at the camera.
It's like the reveal of Joaquin Phoenix on Letterman. We're like, oh, he was building to something. That's what he's been up to.
But I would think that's it, Dave. Yeah, I would guess. I don't know.
I'm assuming so because he was the voice behind that whole Hernandez one. I think.
Oh, he's a narrator.
I think so.
Oh, really?
I thought so.
Find out.
Hi, this is Bob. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
I don't think he's going to do that.
It's too bad.
Call Tate. I want to see why Tate didn't take the champagne.
I don't think I have Tate's number here.
Oh, you don't? I thought we had him on before.
That's probably
I
Coleman.
think it was Coleman.
Oh, do you have it, Justin, or no?
I do not.
I don't have it.
Let me see if it's in the show.
Oh, there goes that idea.
Oh, well. I'm just curious. I read his blog. I'm just curious why you wouldn't. I don't know. I think it's a better move for him. I don't know. What else, Justin?
We got
Maybe
it.
in the
We have
moment.
it? Oh, give him a call.
In the moment, you're just thinking like, I can't look like the asshole. I guess. When you put,
Yeah,
when you
I
put
guess
yourself in that position.
That could happen. He might be traveling today, too. No? Or no. It was series over Saturday, right?
Your call has been forwarded to
Yeah, see if he
voicemail.
wants to call back.
No one answers the phone.
I guess you don't know who the person is, right?
Yeah.
What else, Justin?
Let's see here.
Look at those notes for the show. Look at that, Joe.
That's impressive.
Isn't it?
You retweeted Alex Reamer talking about Rich's bribe, saying this is pathetic.
Ooh, that was sad.
But doesn't every radio station do that? You can just call it something different.
I guess, but it's also not $1,000. It's $1,000 for all their stations.
I looked it up. There's 860 iHeartRadio stations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Intercom used to do shit like that.
Oh my God, it was the worst. It was just embarrassing. It was like, we're giving away $1,000. Like, it's not us. It was every station at the same time would be like, oh, $1,000 sweepstakes.
Yeah, so Entercom gives it out.
Yeah.
A guy in Michigan could
1,200
win
stations.
yeah.
Right. A guy in Idaho can win.
What's the payoff for that? Just like from the stations.
No human being is listening to try and think they can win.
But they're not even like it's you have to call the station, right? So you have to it's one phone number you get, let's call it 13 times a day. You're not like building an email marketing database off of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't yeah, they
you
think
get like 5 names a day from each radio station.
I think it's you don't know when it's going to be, so you have to listen all day.
Right.
It is like, oh, call in now.
So it's just a listen all day.
But those days
which used to probably work.
Yeah,
in
those days are
1997. Yeah.
way over. No human being is gonna be like, hey, 8 hours from now, let's give me my chance to win 1,000. I think people also just know they're not gonna win.
Right.
It's also different even if it's like super local specific, like the chance to win when the Patriots or win 2 tickets to Celtics opener, right? That's this week, is it?
Tomorrow?
Yes. Tomorrow they raise the banner. Like if I said, hey, tomorrow on Kirk and Callahan at 7:20, 8:20, and 9:20, you have 3 chances to win. I get that as a marketing tool. You know what I mean? If people want to go to that. That's the actual thing that people think they have a chance at. This is just stupid. Like
It's not worth $1,000 to listen to Carson and Kennedy.
No,
at 8:45.
No, or Rich. It just feels not right. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That's tomorrow. The NBA. God, as I said, it's already started.
Raise the banner, rings, all that.
That'll be good. Were they playing?
Beats me.
I have no idea. I should know that. I would have known that in the past. I think the Yankees are going to win the World Series.
I hope so.
I have a good feeling. The Dodgers are a better team, but it's baseball. I got Cole's got to be good, though. I need 2 good starts from him.
Yeah. Didn't feel like a Yankees World Series year, but
No, good free one. But I mean, you play the Royals and the Guardians. That helps.
yeah.
They're playing the New York Knickerbockers.
Ooh.
Sorry?
Coleman's favorite team.
Coleman's in the house?
I think I pronounced that.
Would you? I thought it was a Justin bit. What'd you call them?
The Knickerboppers.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Isn't that what?
Well,
You asked if I was drinking.
Close enough.
That was close. That was close enough that I was gonna be like, boy, yesterday Justin said something he regrets. I'm gonna turn it over to Justin. Justin, go ahead. What do you think the team name is? Don't look. That's wrong.
Nick M. Boppers?
Nick and like a
M. Like
Nickm Boppers, like his full name.
Or is it Knickerboppers?
Just be very careful.
Spell it.
Say the first part.
Spell the team name.
KNICK ERBOPPERS.
Okay, I didn't think that's what you're saying. Nick. Even I'm scared now saying this. Knickerboppers.
It's close enough. When would you see that word, really, you know?
He had to be cute. He should have just said Knicks.
It's true.
Yeah,
that's how I roll.
That's his ultimate demise, Joe.
What do you think? You know where they play?
Where they play?
Yeah.
Yeah, MSG.
There you go. Okay, so there you already had a Coleman. Remember Coleman never heard of the girl who was a silent reporter for the Knicks?
Also, he thought the playoffs started in June.
January. Yeah, right. It was even later. Yeah.
It's like the Super Bowl. Yeah, I like the Super Bowl in April.
Jesus Christ. Ay. What else?
I think that's pretty much it. You see Christian Barmore's apology, even though he called the police racist.
Yeah, I know. I have a feeling that was, a
police
scripted
issued there.
apology.
He's met with them.
Well, that's good.
He's really taking good strides.
I mean, whatever. He did. I don't know. What do you like? Would you like him to get released or what? Like what? I don't know. What do people
No,
want?
he's like the best player we have.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. What a disastrous. How did this happen?
Bad football team.
Well, just a franchise. They're just a mess. Guys getting arrested. Like a head coach the message is all over the place. Say what you want about Belichick, whether you liked him or didn't like him. This would, like, the idea of him being like, he'd always say the coaches were terrible, the players were terrible. He would never do that thing.
You knew where he stood. Always.
Yeah, like him or don't like him. But don't you want him back, Justin?
Absolutely.
I get a feeling that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's never going to happen.
He's also got his mouthpiece, Mike Lombardi, another guy who thought that my story was real. He is out there bashing Mayo left and right now, which is not that is a he is speaking for Belichick right there.
How does that happen? If Michael Lombardi is so close to Belichick, how does that happen that he thinks that's real? Maybe it is.
Yeah, why wouldn't he just text him and be like, "There's no way this is real"? And they see each other.
Why wouldn't Michael Lombardi text Belichick and be like,
Michael Lombardi goes in studio with them for his show.
Yeah, I wonder if Belichick even sees it though, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. He's old.
Could have bumped into him. That's my
Hey,
turf.
Billy,
Yeah.
did you see this? His girlfriend's just.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
How does she talk?
Hey, Billy, it's your girlfriend from Bridgewater.
Billy. Remember?
From Billy.
Of course you'd remember. This is his girlfriend. Talking about, you said there was marriage in the air.
There is marriage in the air.
I mean, Joe, that seems silly though.
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill's not getting married. No way.
Unless there's a baby growing.
Oh.
Even then, he's not gonna.
That's old school.
What's that?
Just getting married now because you get a baby.
Yeah. Alba's 8 months pregnant. Mike's not married.
Damn straight.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's big news.
Yes, it is. I will get a message.
What's up?
Even now
Tate's
that I'm
calling.
saying.
Oh, Tate's calling. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has to say.
Should be there.
Tate.
Hello?
Tate, it's Kirk. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing? Were you back in Chicago yet or no?
Yeah, I'm back in the office, yeah.
Here's my question for you. I posed it on the show today. I actually mean this curiously. I'm curious. I thought you were actually a good sport because first of all, Coleman drives me fucking crazy. So, I thought you were a good sport for both those games. I really did. I was like, I'm impressed. I would have punched Coleman in the face. My question, what I was saying on the show today, I'm curious if you agree or disagree, is I would have said, let Kelly Keegs, if you asked me for advice, I would have said, let Kelly Keegs do that to you. And here's why. Because if she does that to you, when they inevitably act like babies down the line, the next time you could say, hey, when it was my time to eat shit, I ate shit. You could lord that. You could lord that over them. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah, no, definitely. Here's my response to that. So first of all, I would say I was pretty aware that something like that was going to happen. Sure. I thought she was going to come in with an air horn. Right. That's what I thought the whole time. Right. So I actually had earplugs in my pocket. You can see me pull them out. Like I thought I was pretty aware something was going to happen. I didn't see the champagne coming. With that being said, I had to make like a fight or flight quick decision. My reasoning was that if you're going to all week, like I was there all week and she made it very clear she didn't want to engage. Like this is too personal. Like Tate can mess with others, but she's not going to comment. She's not going to do whatever, which
Right.
is totally fine. I respected it. If it's too personal, like that's fine. I won't pick at you. You don't pick at me. I thought it was kind of Bush League to then wait. Like if you're going to sit by me all 5 games and taunt me,
Right.
then I would have done it. Hubs, whoever, Marty, whatever. But if you're going to come in bottom of the 10th, 5-2 game with 2 outs, I'm not going to give you your moment.
That's why Tate, that's why I think it's even better if you take it at that point. Because you can even set up like you just did right there. Like, hey, you didn't want to deal with me all week, but you know what? When it came down to it, I played ball, and you guys still won't play ball. You want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, Kirk, if I could, like, after having more than 2 seconds to think about it, yeah, if I could do it again, the perfect play is to stand up, raise my arms, and say, I told you all week that you needed me, and once again, like, your team is going to the World Series, and it's still all about me. Shower me in champagne. Yeah, that would have been. That would have been.
Yeah. Easy. Look, easier said than done. It's easy for me to Monday morning quarterback. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monday morning quarterback wise, like, would that have been the proper play? Yes, but in the heat of the moment, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he should have taken the champagne." I don't know, guys. I don't know how many people after a team you truly care about loses in the bottom of the 10th on a 3-run home run. I don't know if you're going to let the other team, especially someone that's only there to antagonize you, spray champagne all over.
I get
so
it.
I'm not upset with the decision.
Let's get to the real issue at hand. Okay, we may not like each other, but for the record, to suggest I'm 5'3" is outrageous. That is hurtful. I want a full apology. That is Justin. Am I 5'3"?
He's not 5'3".
I mean, Tate, that is really. Hurt. I mean, you can make the cancer jokes. As I said to you, I don't care about that. But to suggest Mike, Mike, am I 5'3"?
I think you're taller than me. I think you're 6 feet.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not 6 feet, which bothers me. Yeah. Go ahead, Tate. Go ahead.
Listen, we've only met. I think we definitely did free throws.
Free throw thing.
Golf. I don't know if we've. It's not like we're like obviously shockingly Kirk and I aren't like going out to dinner.
Yes.
But I thought you were shorter than I guess you are. And when I put that in the blog, it's a pretty funny meme. Jack Mack, who I was friendly with this week, he's like, hey, he goes, all jokes aside, you know, Kirk's like 5'10", 5'11", right?
Yeah.
And I said, no.
I mean, really, Tate, it's outrageous. Tate, see, the irony is, I'm telling you, I can't take an insult like that. It's too hurtful. Make fun of the cancer, as I told you, the mental health. But 5'3", how tall are you, Tate? You're taller than me.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, well, you're much taller than me. Yeah. Damn
but if I knew you were 5'11", like someone in the cave even said, guys, I'm pretty sure Kirk's 6 foot.
Oof, yeah, I like that. I like people that think I might be 6 feet tall.
You can't use that meme. I can't use that meme on a 6-footer.
Yeah,
so
no, you can't. No, you know what? You can keep it. I'll be fair. I wish I'm 5'11", and as I'm getting older and older, I think. Do you guys know what age it starts? The shrinking thing?
I don't think.
I thought it was 70s.
I think I'm getting there, Tate, because I don't know, because I was like 5'11" in like 3/4 at my peak. I could never call myself 6 feet tall.
In your 30s, you start losing.
Really? Yeah, that's the thing. I think I'm going to be like fucking 4 feet tall.
You lose 1 inch between 30 and 70.
Tate, you know my only issue with you is that time where you put that blog up and you made it seem like I told you not to do that thing, and then you did it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Other than that, we're good.
And I've said it to you before. Like I like listening to this, and I think that you and I are. I don't know if you're going to turn this. I like antagonizing. I think you like antagonizing. Whatever. I like listening to it. I do mean, and whether you believe it or not, because that's why I called in. Remember, I called in the first time when I did publish the blog.
Yeah, we're talking about today. Yeah.
I truly meant to cut off that to not implicate you or get you into any more dirt. And I think you think I did it to like make me look like a tough guy.
That's what I thought.
And all I can tell you is what I thought and what I did. So if that's our only, and the other thing you were right about, Kirk, was the original deleted tweet. But I don't think that the
and the thing in Chicago too, where you were upstairs and you were like that thing with all the girls. That was That was I know you want to talk about that, but that was crazy.
You got under my skin one time. I got under your skin.
Well, no, I'm fine. No, just look, for the record, suggest I'm 5'3". I might have to sue you for that. That is just it's inappropriate. That's all. It's inappropriate.
Are you demanding me go change the meme?
No. I would say the only thing I would say is to let Jack Coleman yell at you for 2 days is we beat up Coleman For this guy thought Lou Gehrig played in the 60s. He didn't know who Mariano Rivera was.
He didn't know Joe Torre existed.
He didn't know who Joe Torre was.
Kirk, you can ask Tommy Smokes this. This is a true story. When they tweeted they had someone coming in, I start racking my brain like, who's it going to be? Is it going to be, I didn't think Dave would actually come, but is who's going to come get under my skin? And I thought, well, Kirk's not too far away. Kirk would come get under my skin. Tommy introduces it in front of everyone and goes, like, gives his little Yankees fan, whatever. And then he goes, Kirk Minahan. And they all start cheering. And then he said producer, but I didn't hear that because they're all like yelling.
Yeah.
I thought you were walking down that aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned to Tommy, and then Coleman comes in. I go, who is that? I thought you said Kirk Minahan. He goes, oh, no, I said Kirk Minahan's producer.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, hang in there. I'm sure I'll see you down the line at some point.
All right, Kirk. Talk to you guys later.
See you. There you go. Well, there you go. Tate's good sport there in that call, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. The 5. Really 5'3".
Two guys who respect each other.
Yeah, I think we just disagree, I guess, in that blog thing. Because the blog thing originally was about Keegs, and the only guy I reached out to him because I didn't know him very well. Early on, I didn't know him. I was like, hey, you're doing a good job with this stuff. And I said to him, I was like, you don't want to be defined by this one thing.
Right.
Which I think is true. Like, there's some point where it becomes overkill. And then he's like, okay. And then he said, oh, by the way, I have this thing. I was like, oh, if that's true, definitely do it. He didn't put that in that exchange.
Right.
So it may look like he was like rebelling against Kirk Minahan.
I think that makes sense, though, that he was kind of, he didn't know
maybe.
he wanted that in
maybe.
there or something.
Could be.
It does make sense.
Could be. Could have overreacted. Who knows? What else?
I didn't know if this Trump thing was actually going to get worse, but did you hear him say that Weinstein got schlonged? Did you see that? He was almost like he was about to defend Weinstein.
I did see that.
Thankfully, it was with Bongino, and Bongino pivoted very nice.
Just went away. Yeah. I feel like Trump is doing more goddamn podcast interviews than anybody at this point. Like it's it feels like it's losing its value at some point.
Hey, don't rile this guy up.
That's true. Joe, you awake?
I'm awake. I was just listening to Dave.
No.
I'm
What's
not going to get anywhere with. It's oversaturated with Trump.
I agree. I totally agree with you. Yeah, no, I mean, we'd have him on.
Yeah,
would it be okay if we had him on?
I'd love it.
It is also a lot of this.
As is the vice president is welcome here as well.
It feels like a lot of that, is Bustin' with the Boys and Andrew Schultz's audience and Theo Vaughn's like that different from each other?
No,
it feels like a lot of very similar.
Well, I mean, Bustin' with the Boys audience is probably different than their. I mean, if it's like a football, I actually think the Bustin' Boys, most of their audience doesn't really care about the interview.
Right.
I think they care more about the football talk of the show than the interview. But you're right. Theo Vaughn, Andrew Schultz, even Rogan, is big. Like, I don't think Donald Trump will go on Joe Rogan and influence. That's like as big of the audience as it is. People are where they are.
The only thing interesting about Rogan is he cares enough about that stuff. If they both go on, that actually could be interesting if he pushes back. He's not a confrontational guy at all, though.
To me, that'd be a great debate spot for the two of them.
I don't think they'll do it together.
Oh, I go definitely not. But I'm just saying that's like as opposed to going on.
Trump should never go on that first. He should let Kamala.
I'm way more interested in seeing if Harris could hold her own on that because I do think I said this and people were like, I said it with. I thought Harris was fine with Brett Barry the other night. Not great, but fine.
Yeah, fine is the right word.
Like people thought it was going to be a train wreck. It was not a train wreck.
Right.
Like people can make it. It was not. She did fine.
Rogan might be the only spot though where he would say like, "Well, that's not really an answer."
True, but I think he'll be soft though. Like he's not. He's
like
not
Brett Baer,
he's not confrontational.
Right. Brett Baer interrupted Kamala Harris
Too much. I thought at the start.
I thought it was fine, but I don't think Rogan would ever do that. He would like wait out the answer and then be, yes,
and then say, "But you didn't really answer."
Correct. Yeah.
Well, my big thing that I think doesn't get talked about enough is it's really not so much of like you've said before, who's in office. I trust Harris to put better, more competent people as Secretary of Defense than I do Trump.
Yeah, I get that. No, I understand. Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with Antonio Brown?
You think he'll be the Secretary of Defense?
Yeah, definitely.
What about who's the other guy on the team?
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, he'll be there as well.
Yep.
Good. That seems like a good crew.
Yeah.
He's got. I mean, honestly, let me ask you a serious question, Joe. Who do you want? Who would you like Harris to pick for Secretary of Defense? Give me a name. Oh boy, Mike.
Miley.
Okay. Did Miley defeat the Iron Sheik at Madison Square Garden in 1984?
Is Sergeant Slaughter still around?
Did Miley beat Sergeant Slaughter at WrestleMania? Did Miley body slam Andre the Giant?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan did. I want Hulk Hogan as Secretary of Defense.
Let's go.
I'm in. That was the best speech of the entire presidential campaign. Was Hulk Hogan's speech? It was one of the greatest moments of all time. You saw a podcast Trump is going on today, Dave.
I probably did, but I'm forgetting.
The Undertaker.
Yes, I did see that. I did see that. That commercial was horrifically bad. Well, it's not
The one with the Batista one or the?
No, it was like you can choose.
Yeah, right, that's
Undertaker
what it
and
was.
Kane. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Undertaker
yeah,
and
yeah.
Kane versus
Kane.
yeah.
I mean, I don't. Again, to Mike's point, I don't know who's watching that. Like, if you're a wrestling fan, I don't know. Although Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer.
And he was always good on WWE. He had good spots.
Trump was always good in Stern. He was always good in Letterman.
Yeah.
He was always good on, somebody sent me a clip not that long. It was one of the Sacco shows we did. We were talking about Trump where it was after Regis died. Trump and Regis did duets together on Letterman. And that was not that long ago in history of time.
He'd be, if he wasn't running for president, he'd just be like a good podcast guest. Maybe not at his age now, but historically, he was a good guest.
Yeah. And he had a huge TV show.
Yeah.
So it's a very obvious. We're going on. I mean, it's just very strange. But yeah. What else? What else you got, Joe? Joe, I'm here. I'll answer any questions you want. I got a couple minutes. Lunch with Andy Nolan today.
Joe,
Stella's?
do you want the whole country to look like Detroit?
Shut up, Mike. What's that?
Oh.
Fucking idiot. Now
Well, you
text
said,
him.
I only know because you say it on the show.
Text Andy. Let's go somewhere else. So asshole.
If you think I'm the only one that knows that.
What a doxer. How dare you?
You have said that in the past, but I wouldn't
What's
have
that,
done
Justin?
It's not a good look.
Justin's your boss.
Well, I'll go to Stella's.
Justin's your daddy, Mike.
Justin does. In fairness, and this isn't I think you have to know Justin more.
Nobody sets up a criticism like Dave.
No,
Go ahead,
you have
Dave.
to know Justin. Mike has said this before, that Justin's tone sometimes can come
totally.
off like that.
Yeah.
That's nothing new. Yeah, we know that. Why? Something happened with you two?
No. Like sometimes he'll text me to be like, for YouTube, make the thumbnail. It's not like I'm a sensitive person.
Well, that's 'cause
so
he's
I'm
your
like,
boss.
will you? True, he's my boss. But I mean, that could come off demanding. That tone. But I know Justin. I know he doesn't.
What's that,
mean it like
Joe?
that.
I said it's crazy because
Well, pussy Dave is, huh?
how we've gotten here when it would seem like not too long ago, Clemmer was the one being accused for talking down to Justin.
That's
now
true.
Justin's talking down to other
That's
people.
true.
Who do I talk down to?
Dave just gave an example of it.
No, but I said I know him. I
know,
don't
but if you
view
didn't,
that.
but let's say you were new.
So I'm saying Mick has a case. If he knew Justin better, he wouldn't think he was being talked down to.
Right.
It's a long hour and a half later to make that point.
It just popped into his
Right,
head.
it just hit me.
What the fuck you were talking about?
I think we all said it an hour ago. But
Yeah, there's really nothing new there at all. A single new thought from Dave.
I
Right?
think for the first 6 months, Mike thought I hated him.
yeah.
Really? Oh.
Because I just come over his house. I'd be like, okay, we're good. And you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, he was very quiet. There were certain
He's
things.
a weird guy.
I think Justin also didn't realize
He's a
how
creep.
he was funny because I remember there were certain things I found funny about him, and he's like, I don't get why Mike's making fun of me. For
Yeah,
this.
he's also he's selectively sensitive too. Justin will admit that.
I'm.
Yes, but you can be good. I can make fun of you. You don't care.
Yes.
But you get oddly sensitive about certain things. For some reason, Mick is a real trigger for you.
Yeah, it's something you have to work on.
Yeah, you just let it go.
I think it's Justin liked Mick. That's the weird thing. I think that's probably why. He had it doesn't go both
We
ways.
just played
the
video
animosity.
games together that night after
Right.
that pizza, which I got slaughtered for that pizza, which was not my fault.
It seems
There
like
were people
Mick-
were getting mad because I only got one. I said to you guys several times.
Did.
Yes.
It was good pizza. I thought for where we were.
It was good South
We were
Dakota.
in fucking
pizza.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would ever have it again, but where we were.
Yeah.
That guy was in love with Mike too. Remember?
Feeling
Love
my
his
shirt.
shirt.
Touching him.
Where do you
Where
get
is this
this?
shirt?
Yeah, Mike was aroused.
So that old narrative that Kirk Minahan is cheap, that's got to go out the window. Stop.
Oh,
that.
he brought this up.
He takes care of his guys. The entire trip was fantastic as far as the amenities and the hotels
amenities,
and stuff like that.
That hotel in North
we were
Dakota
taken care
was
of.
incredible.
Well, despite that one, they were all pretty good.
Yes, Minneapolis was good.
Yeah.
South Dakota was good.
Yep. South
Yes.
Dakota was
Oh yeah, the South Dakota was
It
actually
was fine.
Nice,
We had a little suite there.
yeah.
North Dakota was the biggest rat shit fucking hotel I've ever stayed in my life.
That was tough.
You were better places than Iraq.
And I would say,
Unbelievable.
well, that's a place. Maybe you just the first one you think is the best one, but everyone there, Sheldon, was like, "Oh, you're staying at that place."
In retrospect, the show ended at what time?
Probably 10.
The boys probably should have gone for an hour or two that night. Stayed somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We were all alive after that show anyway. We could have gone, hung out together after the road.
Yeah.
Because we were close, right? I don't remember.
North Dakota, I think, was a little bit of a hike.
It was 5-6 hours from each one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. What else? What the fuck we're talking about?
I think that's it.
Yeah, not much.
You guys ready for Wednesday?
Yes,
Hopefully.
we have some more preparation on the technical side, but we're in good shape.
Okay.
Yep.
Joe, you ready for Wednesday?
Yeah, I'll be ready for Wednesday.
Yeah.
I have a better idea. I didn't really know what to expect today. At least I know for Wednesday I'll try to get my ducks in a row and have a better.
Yeah.
I think you did great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Dave.
you did fine, Joe.
You did great.
Not great, but you did fine. Good first appearance, no?
Right.
Yeah.
What is? I don't even know the schedule this week. What are we doing? I don't even. You guys should tell me. I'm sold.
Wednesday is Mutt and John and Warren.
Okay.
And
So no show tomorrow.
No.
Okay. You telling me that?
I don't know what to say.
I think we did say when.
I don't know what to do here.
I think there was a text. I think there was a text when
Okay.
Mutt was available.
Hey, Doug, that's fine. So Thursday is what? Mike's
Thursday-
back?
Mike is back in the real Pops.
You're with the real Pops, Mike. Mike, you're
Who's
working
that?
them. Mike, don't be an asshole.
Come on, Mike.
Is that short?
We're trying to build
That's
a new
his
bench.
name. The
Trying
real
to build a new
Pops.
bench here.
Mike,
right?
don't big time people.
Just
okay?
ask.
You act like you don't know the
You
real
think
Pops
you're better
is.
than everybody?
Yeah.
You shut your mouth, Joe.
And then Friday is calls, right, Justin?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We have a potential big show announcement next couple of days, or no? We think maybe?
Yes.
Okay, good. And Wednesday's so Wednesday we're doing double duty, really.
Yes.
All right. Show during the day and then back at night for the big debate.
Correct.
At night, 5:40.
Oh yeah, it'll still be light out, but yeah. What are the prognosticators saying? Who's the betting favorite in this debate?
I don't know what that means. Prognosticators?
Who's the betting favorite in this debate?
To be Greg.
Because you think Greg.
You think Montante's the favorite?
Montante's a
But
populist
who
message,
determines
I think.
who wins?
He's a better bullshitter too, I think, than Greg.
Also, Everyman versus Hollywood.
Didn't Montante
That's
make
true.
a video saying like sports are just
Quick update. Quick reminder that sports, just a game. Whether it's a ball with laces on it that is brown and kind of shaped like a loaf, or it's a round ball with stitches on it.
It's gonna be a tough. How long is it?
Just a game.
By the way, Colleen wanted this
Figure
debate to be
things
an
out there.
hour originally. By the way,
It's not. It's not.
yes, you
I
did.
think that was me.
believe
Who said
Justin
Fine,
said
one of you
that.
idiots. An hour?
How long do you think it should be?
5 minutes. I was hoping, but I settled at 30.
Yeah.
What's
If
the
it's
over?
good, it'll run. You know,
What's the over under blood alcohol?
You love the
limit
over under for you today? I'd say 0.58.
for Greg or Montante? Who's got higher?
It's a late night for Greg. I can see him having a couple of drinks to get loosened up.
Sure.
Have we ever seen Montante as drunk as Greg was at the Wilbur? Probably,
Oh,
right?
never.
No?
Never on like Mike and the Minifans or anything.
No, and I think Montante holds his booze better too.
Well, you hang out. Well, that's the thing. Justin can't weigh in. He's best friends with Montante.
Right.
Best friends.
Listen, you're doing you guys are doing the pregame show? And you're biased. Are you hosting it or no?
No, I'm.
Oh, do we know who's doing it or no?
Yes.
Oh, announce it. Okay.
No.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. No, yes, what?
Well, yes, but no, we won't announce it because you just said don't announce it.
This guy, Mike, this guy slaps you around. He talks like this to me.
I know.
You got to learn a lesson.
I know. I didn't really. Mick showed me the light in a way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Jesus. Anyway, all right. Well, you have to turn around and go back to Western Mass. What are you do anything around here? Head up to Foxborough, see the old man?
Kid gets out of school at 3.
Oh, not gonna see Dad today?
Not today, no.
You don't see your dad much, huh?
Sometimes.
What?
Sometimes it's like
Why are you
I don't
talking-
want nothing. He's just not the same as he was before. So,
Before what?
Before like my mother got sick.
Oh, physically or like he's angry?
Mentally.
Or?
Yeah, angry.
Mental-
Definitely
oh,
angry.
he's-
I mean, they were
lives by
he's
himself?
bitter. He does now. Yeah.
How old is he? He can't be a young guy.
Late 70s, mid 70s.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And how long did he take care of her before she went?
A couple of
How
years.
do you know the age of your dad? Late 70s, mid 70s. It could be a 5-year swing.
He was born in 50, so whatever that. I know when he was
That's the
born.
same year my mom was born. What's his birthday?
August 2nd.
Oh, my mom was October 7th. So how old will he be then?
74.
Mike.
74.
Good job, Mike. You get a gold star. I'm asking him. Boy, he's so smart,
Thanks,
isn't he,
Mike.
Justin? Boy, aren't you impressed with him now, Justin?
I'll have a talk with him later.
I mean, wow.
Slap him around.
Boy, wow. You're so smart.
I thought he said he didn't know.
He's asking the room. Does
Don't
anyone
anyone know? It's also Knickerbockers, Mike. You want me? I can do this too if you want. You know?
Knickerbockers?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I did get it right.
Mike sat up. He was all. It was like third grade again.
Pretty fast.
That was pretty good. That was 74. He is in fact 74 if he was born in August. That is true.
Yeah.
You see my-
So he was not really right. He's like late 70s,
He said or mid.
I guess.
74 is mid
Late to
70s,
mid.
I'd say, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
But you're thinking 75, 76 and onward. If you're
Right.
saying late 70s.
Yeah, like my dad would-
Crucify me.
Right. Yeah.
My mother's got Alzheimer's, and he's busting my balls over my dad's age.
I mean, really, Jesus.
I'm not busting your balls about your blindness.
Yeah, really.
Why am I getting any of this today?
At least he sees his dad, for Christ's sakes. What? Where is your mom in a nice facility or?
Yeah, Brookline.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah. That's the thing. It's like, and she's just out of it all day. It's weird. Like these couples, like in these Alzheimer's facility. But Sandra Day O'Connor's husband had Alzheimer's, and he had like a girlfriend at that place. Like he thought he was a teenager, like you said, and she was like, he was just like in like a sort of Alzheimer's relationship, and she would go visit them and watch them like hang out. But they were like teenagers.
But how does that work?
They have a
remember
high
each other?
amount of STDs at those places.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because they like, it's also because a lot of Alzheimer's patients, I think your mom's probably past that, but it's like they couldn't tell you what they did 30 seconds ago, but they can tell you what they did 70 years ago. So it's almost like they channel that younger person. Well, I read some story about this.
So I guess I'm saying, though, if you meet someone and you both think you're 16 or whatever,
Right.
she's going to remember him the next day?
That's the thing. It depends. I mean, there's obviously different stages of it too.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're the genius. You tell me.
I'll tell you how old they are. Give me a year. Come on.
I mean, it's like being with Russell Crowe, A Beautiful Mind. Will Hunting here. It's intimidating being in a room with this guy.
Give me a number.
You do a number like 50, a year like 50. It's hard to figure out. But he did it. Bam, 50. He did 50 in another 24 years, 74 years old.
I was surprised no one else jumped at it as quickly as I did.
He was almost like a snob about it too. Like, God, you guys are so dumb.
74.
Yeah.
Give me
Next,
another.
what else? Should be a niche category if you do trivia.
Math.
Basic arithmetic.
Jeff, give me math.
Keep it simple, if possible. Thank you. Well, Wednesday night, I'll be wearing my Miltons. That is for sure. I'd like everybody to be dressing. This is a big event. You think you'll dress like a slob at a debate, right, guys?
No,
of course not.
Dress up nice.
No. I mean, it's been great. Some of the great debate. Obviously, now we have a brand new one. Obviously, I don't think you'd think President Biden did a good job at the debate, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the newest one. Obviously, you have the Dan Quayle moments. It's great. George Bush looking at his watch.
At least the Democrats were smart enough to get rid of him, though. We don't just stick by Trump,
Okay, again, you don't have to get into the Trump derangement stuff, but I get your larger point. Milton's a store for men. I'll be wearing it on Wednesday night. Go there right now. South Shore Plaza, Braintree. Burlington Mall is our newest location. Of course, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, we've been to many times. Get your buy one, get one free suit event, and get ready for, it's going to be in the 80s to almost 80 degrees today, but by next week, it's going to be in the 50s, 30s at night. Get ready. Fall and then winter. Start getting warm right now. Go to Miltons.com, take a look around. The store for men. 3 great locations. We thank Miltons as always, and DraftKings today. So we're back Wednesday, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with Mutt and John O'Warren?
Correct.
Okay, and then Mike and who?
The Real Pops.
The Real Pops. Yep. That's a debate recap, Mike.
Yes.
Thursday, so be ready.
Very exciting. I'll be ready.
Well, the Real
My
Pops
political
be ready.
hat on.
And we'll find out. Go subscribe, of course, to Blind Mike Project on YouTube. Anything else? We have anything else coming up network-wise, guys, or no? No?
All good.
Okay. So we'll talk to you guys Wednesday morning with, I think, potentially a big show announcement. Potentially at the start of the show, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, Dave? You have any idea?
I don't.
Yes, you
I
do.
know it's one of.
We were texting about it yesterday.
Oh, you're going to do that on Wednesday?
But no, potentially announce that it might be happening.
You don't know
I
the
didn't
guts.
think you were going to go. Okay. Yeah.
What's that?
I didn't know how far you were going to go with that. That's all.
He's thinking
Well,
2 steps down the line.
Yeah. I'm thinking too early.
Well, 2 steps down the line is not long.
It's always Dave,
Right.
2 steps ahead.
It's amazing.
You said it, Joe.
Joe, so you came in here. What's your thoughts being in studio now? If someone said to you, what's it like in here, what would you say?
I think it's great. I loved it. It's about what I expect. I mean, it's what you see on the show.
Yeah, it's not nothing to be,
Nothing,
nothing
no
to be nervous.
surprises.
Just so you know, this is on the show.
This is the show. You realize that, right, Joe?
Yeah, but I don't like hearing my voice and stuff like that. So
Well, you didn't have to listen to much of it today if you go back and listen. But I thought a good first appearance, no?
I'm a Joe guy.
I like Joe.
Better or worse than Charles?
Ooh, that's tough.
Oh, I think better. As a listener, well, I'm only listening to one, I guess. So.
I'm a Charles guy, though, too. I like Joe. I like it better than Joe the Pizza Guy.
Yeah, Joe the Pizza Guy wants to come back in.
That's never, ever happening.
Okay.
Ever. I'll retire before that happens.
Lifetime ban.
whatever happened to McFuss Daddy?
He was sick or something, right?
He was dealing with some family things.
He's okay now, though?
Yeah, he's better, but he's down in Georgia too. Just
Well, I think
away.
What's that?
Pizzaing away.
Pizzaing away.
Pizzaing away.
There you go. Well, what a question in the show, really. Whatever happened to Fuss Daddy? It's a good way to say goodbye to you guys
Never
forever.
been on.
Goodbye. Good to meet you.